varying sizes, the varying shapes, the varying colours, and most of the gemstones that we carry in our stock have some form of chips and nuggets, right from what I call the tiny little microchips, right through to the nuggets, right through to the big ice cube boulders. There's just such an array of sizes and shapes, and they lend themselves so well to macrame, to wire wrapping, to rosary link, all sorts of techniques to use, and you can make the simple, delicate little bracelet right through to the enormously heavy, chunky bib style necklace. I just adore them.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker this Halloween by entering our spooktacular competition. We want you to send in pictures of your Wirework pumpkin that has been inspired by guest designer Alison Tarry. Send your entries by October 30th to thehub@jewellerymaker.com. Entries will be shown on the Designer Inspiration Show on the 31st of October.
If you're new to Jewellery Maker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Hello everybody, welcome to Designer Inspiration. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Rebecca Redican and I am joined today by the absolutely wonderful, lovely lady. She knows the way around a wheel of wire. Her name is Spellbinding Laura Binding. Hello! How are you?
I'm good.
What have you got for us today, please?
Oh, we've got lots of fun, sparkly cocktail rings, really. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a really fun show, hopefully.
Really fun cocktail ring show.
Yeah, lots of bling, lots of sparkle.
If you do want to ask Laura any questions, she's already put it up on her Facebook page. We will be answering those questions in our second Designer Inspiration. So do get your questions in if you want. 60777. Start your text with the word James Studio. If you want Laura to show anything quickly or demo anything, or maybe you're struggling with something, then do get in touch with us. Today is really, really special. We are all as a team very excited about today for so many reasons. One of them is, I'll be honest, a tool that many of you may know, me and Laura don't have the best history with. We heard that this was coming in. We heard that we were working on the show together and we knew instantly something was going to go wrong. So we got together and we tried it out. We have had little demo classes together and I can honestly say, hand on heart, I don't think we're going to have any issues today.
No.
This is easy, professional, and I mean easy because even we can both do it, me in particular. This is easy, this is smooth, and you're not going to want to miss out. These are your brand spanking new one-step big loopers. Genuinely, these are so good, aren't they?
I am actually really, really impressed.
I'm genuinely really
we've been
impressed.
playing about with different gauges of wire. We've been putting the thicker gauges of wire in it, and if I can fly it, then you know they've got to be easy. Let's be fair.
They are so easy to use. These are your big one-step loopers, and that means that the loop that it creates is a 3mm loop, but also this takes higher gauges of wire than the original. We'll talk about that more later on. It is our Zodiac show today. We're going to get into that after our first Designer Inspiration. We're going to be having a little look through the Zodiac gemstones. So they're coming up for you later on. So if you know, even if you're not particularly into astrology or into to zodiac as it is, do not worry. It's very much just like your birthstones. Every month has a birthstone. Every zodiac sign has a birthstone or a gemstone attached to it, and we'll be looking at those today. And one of them, you may not know, is the very, very special diamond, and I have it in a completely unique form for you. So that's coming up for you later on. It's my producer Helena's last day for a while with us here on the Mid Show, and she is starting off with a bang. Aren't you, Helena? Shockingly enough, it's pearls, but this is a pearl bundle. What's your mum called?
Jan.
Who?
Jan.
Jan. Jan, this is the one Laura was talking about on the phone to you before. This is the one. Call in now. You know the price. We were naughty. We told her the price. Call in now, Jan. Why not? This is the triple bundle of pearls that we are talking about. You have got described as lime green, questionable. They're really delicate green, aren't they? You have got these coming up for you, and these ones are 8 by 7 mil. I've then got in the middle here your peach coloured. How beautiful are they for bridesmaids, for weddings? 6 by 5 on those ones, and then you've got your white pearls, and these are 5 by 4 mil. Now, let me show you these up to the neckline. I've never put green ones up to my neckline. I'd be interested to see how they look with the... This is with them touching at the back, just to let you know. That to me, for me anyway, is a perfect length. Oh, they're lovely actually, aren't they? They make me... They don't really look green. Helena, you're absolutely right. If they are green, well, they are obviously, but they're very subtle green, very subtle, aren't they?
From here, I wouldn't say that they were green. They've almost got like it's almost like a iridescent kind of sheen of it. Like it catches the light.
Actually, you're right. I can see exactly what you mean. These ones are the big ones. Those are the 8 by 7 mil that we've got here. I've then got for you the peach, which is 6 by 5, and of course the 5 by 4 in the white as well. I love these white ones. They are beautiful, they're delicate, they're smooth as you like as well. It's lovely, isn't it, to have now and again beautiful pearls on that are not too OTT in size. Don't get me wrong, I do love big pearls, of course, you know, it's nice to have those big, huge, chunky, eye-catching pearls, but now and again, you just want pearls to be a little bit of an accent, a little bit of an idea, a little bit of a hint of luxury. And boy, oh boy, you have it here, don't you, with them? You really do. And then I have your peach as well. Hello, everybody who's got your hands on this already. There's so many of you. Janet, City of Bristol 2. Now, sorry, I've just stopped you in there, Janet. I'm sorry. But that is proof to you that the price it's going to go to is so adorable and loved, because Janet is Laura Binding's mum. Laura Binding was having a gossip to her mum before on the phone and went, oh yeah, we will have some pearls in today because it's producer Helena. I'll find out what we've got. Showed them all the pearls. Laura just described them, told her mum the price, and Janet, City of Bristol, has bought them, and she's bought 2. That proves to you, doesn't it, the price point these are going to go to.
Yeah.
How much would you expect to pay for a strand of pearls? Well, depends where you shop, doesn't it, really? Depends where you're buying. Say you've been watching us here, you know, over the last year, or even more. You've probably got used to our price of strands of pearls, haven't you? You've maybe got a little bit used to it, a little bit, maybe even nonchalant to the price itself, because you're used to seeing our amazing prices. But even bearing that in mind, you know the lowest price we can go to on a strand here at Jewellery Maker is £6.95. So even if we bear that in mind and we were to see these individually at that price, you'd be really racking it up, really, wouldn't you? You should be priced today. Now that is due to the fact that we have had some price discounts on these already. So £15.85 is what you've all been buying this at. So you're chuffed with that. You're really excited about that. Don't forget, everyone pays the same price. And please don't forget that even if you purchase it straight at the beginning, all that means is you've definitely got it well done and everyone pays the same, which today is £10.95. You are buying the equivalent for me of a genuine freshwater cultured pearl created by Mother Nature, not faux, not fake, not made in a factory, genuine, real pearls, a necklace length for me, the equivalent of a necklace length, for £3.65. £3.65. Congratulations to everybody who got in. Less than 10 left now. I'll be honest with you, my quantity was astonishing. I had a great quantity of these. I think it was up around the 50-60 mark. I've got under 10 left now. So please do check out your baskets. Congratulations, everyone. It is a goner. Well done, Janet, for getting in early, you see. See? I gave you a heads up. Where are we going next, love? Here is another bundle that I think you're going to love, and it's another organic actually. In fact, I don't know why I'm saying think you're going to love. I know you will, because I know whenever we have this on, it goes like a shot. You guys love this. It's coral, and I've got 3 strands of it here for you. Let's take a look first at our orange strands. Now, just to let you know, if you are brand spanking new to us, coral is like a pearl, like amber. It's an organic, which is why it doesn't have a carat weight alongside it, because just like pearls and amber don't, they're organic, so they don't have the carat weight alongside. One thing that's really important to say about the coral is it's completely and absolutely ethically and environmentally friendly sourcing process. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that some coral that we get, some of it will be washed up on shorelines and it's collected, but a lot of the coral we have, we actually get from mountains, which sounds really strange, but it's where seas used to be back in the day, a long, long time ago, where seas used to be. So this coral has basically been dead for thousands upon thousands of years, so completely ethically sourced. We don't go into the sea and disturb marine life or upset coral or anything like that. Then, you know, this is ethically sourced, so you can purchase this knowing that A, it's gorgeous, and B, no harm has been done to gather this, which is important, isn't it? So you've got here your plain rondelles. They are 6x4mm. I'm then going to add a slightly different tone. This is your red coral. Don't forget for me as well, coral, it's quite hard for you to see actually, but coral, can you see every single one has a little bit of interest to it? You can see, can't you, the lines in here of the coral. They're all different because of course they are an organic. So they're all different, they're all natural in their formation. 8x6 on these tubes. And then the ones that I know you lot love out there, and I really, really do. Have a look. Now, I'm trying to hold them separately here. This is what they look like individually, as it were. So can you see them? That's how it looks individually. They're described as bone shape. I always think they're a little bit like, they look a bit like a Russian doll actually, don't they? So they're all individual, loop in top and bottom. But then, because of the way they're formed, when they're sat alongside each other, they have this beautiful undulating effect. I wish we did gemstones in this shape, you know, I really do. I think they're absolutely fab. That as a bracelet, you're done, aren't you? But you can, of course, use them individually too. You don't have to stack them. You can put spaces in between them so that they rest like that as well, which actually I think would be quite a nice masculine bracelet, that, wouldn't it? Those side by side. So, under the sea, it is your, under the sea, that makes no sense, but all right. Under the sea coral, you have got here 3 strands in total. Your price today, we're not staying there. We are going to take this low. Generally, we don't actually price discount on coral, do we? Because we know how much you love it anyway, but we are today. £11.95. This is purely due to the fact that I only have 41 of these in stock in availability, so we want you to be able to get them. We're going to make an amazing price. I've said 41 now. That would be a lie at this point because I'm heading towards my last chance saloon now, which means 30 or less. Coral is absolutely adored by you lot out there. It's beautiful, it's unique, it's individual, and you get shapes in here that you cannot get with the gemstones. We just don't do them. IFGC09. £11.95 for all of this coral for 3 strands of genuine coral. We don't have it on often. We don't. This isn't one of those week in, week out purchases at all. This is one of those treats, one of those buys that you do when you see it. Oh my goodness, it's on. There'll be people right now, because there's loads of you coming in for this, there'll be people in now ringing in who haven't bought anything yet today, and they've gone, oh my goodness, coral, they never have that on, quick, I've got to get it. And that is what people will be doing. Not in a bundle with a price discount like that. £11.95. It's fresh, it's fun, it's sweet. There is a bit of a queue. I'll be honest, there is a bit of a queue. But it's a free phone number, 0800 644 655. Pop us on loudspeaker, why not? I think, to be honest, if you enjoyed the show and if you get bored of, you know, always dialing in that number, I would say, just if you've got one of them fancy, put us on speed dial. Put us like speed dial, whatever. You know, so you only have to press one button and then pop it on speakerphone, you're done. Or, oh, I told you this the other day, didn't I, Eleanor? But I haven't told everyone else. I'm driving in my car and I've got one of those loudspeaker things. And what you do is, I can say to my car who I want to call. So I have another job, and I'm a charity worker, and we have 2 offices, and one of them's in Crewe. So I'm saying to my phone through my car, work Crewe, and it goes, it doesn't know what I'm saying because I'm too northern for it, basically. So I'm trying to be a bit posher. Work Crewe, and it goes, no. Something like that, work Crewe, and it goes bing, and it starts ringing, and then all I hear is, welcome to the View Cinema. What? No! So maybe you have one of them fancy phones too. If you do, make sure who you are calling. Welcome to the View. It's like Crewe, not the View. £11.95. Congratulations everyone getting this. Slight queue on the phone, but don't worry, we will be with you. I'm doing you another bundle now, and it's a special one because it is Laura Binding's challenge. It's also special because it's well, it's one of your favourite gems, isn't it? Spellbinding, Laura Binding. Why did you choose this, please?
Just because I love labradorite, basically. There's no other reason. And for me, out of all of those, and this probably will shock people, but I love the little faceted rondels at the bottom, and then the little coins. I know.
That's unusual. I know. For you, isn't it?
It's just because I think that you really get to appreciate the shiller and colour play on it.
Yeah, you're right.
You really get to see it the best.
Right. You really, really are right. You have got here 4 strands worth of your gorgeous labradorite in these 4 different forms. You've got your faceted rondelles, which Shelby has just said she absolutely loves, and that's really unusual for her because generally that's not her style at all, but because of the quality of this, look, you can even see the quality of that sheen. Those are your faceted rondelles, and these are 3x1 by 4x1. This is 40 carats worth you have on this strand. I've then got your plain drops. And those are the centre drilled ones, and those are 6x3 and 8x3, 40 carats again. Your buttons are included in that, and those are the faceted ones. The facet on those buttons are stunning. 5 to 6 mil, and then 65 carats worth on the plain ovals. The great thing about these strands is the quality. Now, it might be hard for you to see, but you have got so much labradorescence on this. Don't forget, for me too, if you are brand new, labradorescence it's not anything we add on it, it's purely due to the structure, okay? So basically, imagine the structure of a topaz. You'll have 2 axis points. You'll have the A axis, which is the longest one generally. You have the C axis. That is how it is in a topaz, and it meets in the middle to make a perfect cross. With a labradorite, the A axis is in line still, the long one, but the C axis is off. It's like this. So it's at an angle. That means that when the light enters, it gets stuck for a longer period of time, pretty much. That's essentially it, which is why you get this shiller. Now, you might imagine that that would happen if your gemstone was heavily included, because, you know, it's hard for the light to get through the inclusions. But with this, the quality is so fine that actually you've got clarity with labradorescence. And that does not happen at all often. The quality is phenomenal, isn't it? You can see that, I can see that, everybody can see that. But I do need to point out to you that actually to the eye, the quality of this is even more sort of all-encompassing, really. You are sadly sat at home and you're not in the studio with me, which is a shame. I'd like to see you. But the camera has so many different lenses, and that blanks out labradorescence, and also the lights in here are intense and that blanks out labradorescence. So even the fact that you can see any of the labradorescence in here proves to you the quality of this. It really truly does. So let's reiterate, you've got the ovals, you've got the faceted rondelles, you've got the faceted coins, and you've got the centre drilled drops. Your price today, well done you lot who've already bought it at that price. Everyone pays the same. We're taking off every single penny we can. 4 strands of amazing labradorite. Can you get over that? 4 strands of anything at that price is a rocking price point, isn't it? Come on, let's be honest, it really is. Because if you think, okay, you buy our strands individually, yeah, $6.95, minimum price we can do. On show, $6.95 per strand. So essentially, 2 strands, these 2 might be, that price, mightn't they? But actually you're getting 4 strands for that price, for the price of 2, aren't you? It is. Buy 2 strands, get 2 strands free price, isn't it? At that price point. Pretty much. Well, there's like 20, I don't know what, 50p in it or something. What are we going to do with these, little lady?
Well, there's one of the kits coming up where we've got those beautiful little faceted ametrine.
Oh yeah.
So you could make a ring using the little faceted coins, so basically the same as the one you're wearing, but using the little faceted coins labradorite with that instead, so that would really catch light and sparkle, so I'd do something really funky like that. But I'm also just thinking, you know, using them as accents, making some sort of pendants and having little splashes of the colour, the stones, these little sort of button ones, and just having that colour catch the light and just make, you know, I think if you like to do a lot of wire work, you know, I know it's not everyone's thing, but, and you want to do like a wire heavy piece, just a couple of these in with that, it's going to catch the light and add that little bit of interest and texture to it as well. But you can really go simple, make earrings and pendants and anything with it. I just love them, I think they're beautiful.
I really do really appreciate these, and actually I think these would go nicely with the necklace you're wearing.
Do you think?
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
What do we think of Spellbinding's necklace? It is, to me, one of the best things I've ever seen her wear, if I'm honest. Look at that. That is professional, isn't it? Isn't it? Look at that. Look at that almost dream catcher effect in the middle. That is special, isn't it?
We won't show the back. Shall we show the back?
Right, there's no need now for this either. There is no need. I made that, okay? I made that with, this is how I was practicing, with my big one-step Lucas.
And I'm
That's how I
wearing it
did
with
that.
pride. It's a beautiful necklace. One of the ladies said it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, you don't have to mention the back, do you?
No, we won't mention the back, will we?
Too late, it's already done. Basically, it was suggested to me by Laura that I redo the class.
No, it wasn't. I just showed you a maybe slightly easier way to do it than the way that you did. And it would be slightly neater.
I, at that point, became a guest designer and decided to talk her through exactly how to make a class properly. Then when I did make it, and it was slightly, as she put it, wonky.
Hang on, no. So, I'm sorry. But it's a lovely...
You're not sorry, or else you wouldn't do it. What? Yeah,
it's
and she
all I
said,
did.
it's not, that's not count. He said, and I said, yes, but that's done on purpose because the rest of the necklace is so perfect, people would think a machine had done it. So I had to keep it like that to prove that it was handmade.
But all I was saying was there was a slightly easier way to do it. But I think it's a beautiful necklace and I'm happily wearing it.
It's good. I'm glad. It would look lovely with this labradorite, wouldn't it?
It would.
You'll never know because I won't make one for you.
You will.
Yeah, I will. Just let you know, half my stock's gone on this. I've had loads of it, but half of my stock has got it. It's ever so popular. And don't forget, this is a challenge, so we will be having a look at what Spellbinding does with it in a bit. So, What are we doing next, my lovely Helena? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't give you a heads up about this. I'll be honest with you again. It's because I'm not allowed to, because I wasn't allowed to. I have 28. It's tanzanite. It's astonishing quality tanzanite. This tanzanite is so spectacular that when we have this strand go, we have already tried, because we're already low in stock, we knew we were low in stock of this, we have already, management have already tried to reorder this strand. Because sometimes if we have strands that are really, really popular and people love them, obviously we'll try and get more of the same in. And normally that's pretty much kind of a phone call to, you know, your producers, and you go, remember that strand I bought from you 6 months ago, this one, any chance we could get some more in for, you know, 6 months time or as quick as you can? And that's what we do. Management have been and specifically asked about this one, and they got told no. It is not, they're not going to be able to redo it. They're not going to be able to recreate this strand because of loads of things, because of yield, because the price has gone up so dramatically, because of the workmanship that goes into this, because obviously, think about it, it can be quite a bit easier to get, say, your chips and your nugget shapes from a gem, but to get them, to work them, to facet them like this is a lot more work, it's a lot more time, it's a lot more effort, with yields going down, pressure going up, money going up. We've just been told no for this one in particular. Take a little look at this amazing amazing gem is what I mean. How often do you see faceted rounds of your tanzanite? That doesn't happen, does it? It doesn't. Now, I've got a bit of information. Right, so if you are new to us, you don't know what tanzanite is, well, I'm sure you do know what it is, but just to give you a bit of info, it's a one locational gemstone, and because it's one locational, and because we have been mining for it for not that many years at all, but because it is one locational, and because the location is so specific, and because the pressure, the heat and everything else is so specific to that one small area, it's only 16 square foot, so it's square kilometres, sorry, so it's, you know, sort of the area of the size of Birmingham, it's not even that big, so it's that one small area, and because we've been mining it and it's been so popular, essentially it's running out. We don't know when it will run out. Some mines have already closed in the area because we can't pull any more out of the ground. We're 800 metres into the crust of the earth, so much so that we're not even going straight anymore, we're going at angles to try and find more. It's not working, so it is going to go, and it is going to go soon. It could go in the next week. It could go in the next month. We could get the say so that it's gone in a year. We doubt it will be as long as a year, but that's what it is. That's what it's, you know, expected. Because of this, the price has obviously gone through the roof. This is an email from our manager here. This is Steve. There's a picture of him there. He's basically saying that he spent the day at a gem show, biggest one in the world, which is actually in Hong Kong. The price for all gemstones have gone through the roof, and tanzanite being the worst. Prices have jumped 200 to 300%. And some miners and cutting houses are even refusing to quote a price and are saying, make us your best offer. So that is an email from Steve. That is not the type of email he sends. He doesn't do that at all. That's the only gem I've ever actually had of him to do with a specific gem and to do with specific prices. Think about the 200 to 300% markup. That is excessive, isn't it? That is dramatic. A lot of places, know about that. And because they know about it, they have already put their prices up, even if they purchased tanzanite before that price hike came, because that price hike kind of came overnight. It really did. So essentially, the price has gone up so dramatically. you can't get your hands on it. Other places have gone, well, the price has gone up, even though I bought it before the price hike, because it was so instant. I'm just going to mark mine up anyway, because I can. We haven't done that, which is why today, for this amazing strand, you're paying a tiny £69.95. You do not have the opportunity to own this strand after today. It's as simple as that. I have just got this strand and love it. Happy Sunday. That's from Christine. I did have a little giggle in the middle of when I was talking then, and it's because I got told about another text I've had in. How do you work with such a hunk of a boss? Wow, oh wow, Steve, hot, hot, hot. That's from Alan in London. It's very distracting. No, don't say that. I can't believe you just said that about my boss. No, on live TV. No, I don't mean that.
You're just getting yourself in a worse hole now, aren't you?
It's not distracting. I can't say anything good now, can I? Because if I say it's not distracting, that'll imply that I think he's awful looking.
Yeah.
But I can't say that he's not awful looking because of his wife and children, and he's my boss. Alan, what have you got me into? Alan, it's Alan's fault. Nothing to do with me. Alan, what you like? I've got low quantity on this now. Congratulations to everyone who's getting it, because guess what? You are getting yourself an heirloom, and I would say to you, I've only got 2 left. I've got 17 in baskets, 7 in baskets. Oh no, I've got plenty in baskets. Can't even count you, but I've only got 2 left. So it is fastest finger first. What I will honestly say to you is, Darren, you've just got 1, so I've got 1 left. Congratulations. What we'll say is to all of you, genuinely, you've got yourself an heirloom. This is a gem which will be talked about as well, it's historic gemstone, because it won't exist very soon. Congratulations, genuinely, you've got yourself a absolute bargain. A genuine bargain, you really, really have. So congrats, everybody. So let's get going on designer inspiration. If you're new to us today and you don't know what designer inspiration is, essentially it's the middle bit of our day here at Jewellery Maker, 1 till 5, and we get joined by amazingly talented jewellery designers, and they give us inspiration and talk us through step-by-step tuition of certain pieces or certain aspects of pieces. So it's lovely tuition for you. And what we do is we then give you the opportunity to own exactly what our guest designer was given to create their own pieces. And then you can watch the demo, you can remember it, or watch it back on YouTube when you get your kit, and you can create some of the looks they've made, but also have some left over to create your own pieces as well. So, Spelby, talk to us about this, because it is, of course, our cocktail ring selection, isn't it?
Yeah, we wanted to go for a bit of a mix today, so we wanted to go for that more real statement piece. So we've got, but you still got that sparkle as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a lot of fun really, and to try show a few different techniques in how to make a really sort of statement ring.
And the pieces that you've made are, they're just gorgeous. And actually, I would say one of them in particular, and I'm pretty sure it's the one we're going to demo, isn't what I would expect from you. Really?
No?
No. And I love it.
Yeah, it's something a little bit different, but again, I wanted to just show something a bit different.
Yeah.
So I ran out of ring handles, ring holders, which is...
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry.
It's
all right, I have plenty more fingers. We're all good.
One fell over there, sorry.
No,
but,
don't worry.
let me move the little fallen over one, so sorry. So sorry. There you
That's
go.
gorgeous, that, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? So, we're going to give you the components to create these looks. You have got in here 0.8, 10 metres worth in the copper. You've then got the 0.6 in your copper, 10 metres, and 15 metres of your 0.25. So you get an extra 5 metres on there, which is fab, especially as, well, it's my favourite wire, but I love that you get the extra 5 metres and we don't charge you for it, because I've been to a very well-known store and they do charge you for the extra 5 metres, which I think is crazy. I don't think they should, because it's a thinner wire, you need more of it, but they do. Get off your high horse. So you've got all of that wire there. You've then got new when it comes to the strands. 3 brand spanking new strands you're going to love. I'll show you the one that you already know. I'll show you the one that you've seen before, or the one that we've had on the show before. Beautiful strand. Isn't that zesty? Lemon quartz. Zesty. You've got 65 carats worth on this. It is a beautiful, bright. You could actually almost, not quite, but almost pass this off as a citrine, couldn't you? Because it has got a little hint of sort of the orangey tones to it almost. But it is your lemon quartz. These are your plain ovals, and they are graduated from 6x5 to 11x7 mil. That already is gorgeous. Look at the clarity on that. That is eye clear, isn't it? Totally eye clear. When I say eye clear as well, what I mean is you can't see any inclusions in there. You can't see any obvious lines when it's at wrist length. It is clear as you like, which is beautiful, because if there was lots of inclusions in this, I think it would distract from the colouring and the shape of them that is so wonderful and so unique. So I like, it's important that the quality is there because you've got that clarity. I've then got 3 new strands in here. Let me start off with this. This is the one you've seen in the ring that Spellbinding's made. Your black agate, faceted rounds, 3 mil, 15 carats worth. Look at the sparkle. That is the sparkle of newness. That is the sparkle of workmanship. That is the sparkle that agate gives to us effortlessly because it has the queen of lustres. You're right. If someone was wearing this, you would double take, wouldn't you? You'd double look. You'd, oh, hello. I know I'm a magpie as well. 3 mil these are. Now let me just show you. Let's see. Because they're 3 mil, did you notice the drill hole on these for the 3 mil was actually pretty decent?
Yeah. Yeah. And it goes on 0.6 wire.
Wow. 3 mil on 0.6 wire. Yeah. That doesn't happen often at all, does it? I just wanted to say, even though these are 3 mil, you would be able to see that, wouldn't you? Even from far away, you can even see the sparkle actually, can't you? That is because of the quality. That is because of the genuine gemstone. That's because of the workmanship. Look at the sparkle even from there. Just because these are delicate and small doesn't mean they don't have an impact, because they can. Look at them working together here. But you can, of course, just use 1, 2 or 3. Just a little taster sparkle to your pieces, just a little accent if you wanted. They are fab. So they're 3 mil, but don't let that put you off, because the drill hole is large enough that they can go through a 0.6. Fab. That doesn't happen often. That's a corker of a new strand. I'm happy with that. I've then got a whoa strand. Brand spanking new. They're already sparkling at you. Champagne agate. They are huge, aren't they? These are bold. These are 750 carats worth of deliciousness. You have got so many striking pieces here. Now, what I want to point out to you is that this is your champagne coated agate. So you've got that coating on there, which is giving you the sheen look. However, you can still see through every single one of these to that internal detail and interest. Pete, Brother Pete. Where was it? Brother Pete. Where's my favourite tool, Brother Pete? Because I just want to show you, sorry, let me just readjust my mic. Because I just want to show you. Thanks, Brother Pete. Got any impression for us today, Brother Pete? You've got 2 impressions! Yeah. I literally thought today couldn't get any better, but it just did. 2 impressions coming up with Brother Pete later. I just wanted to prove to you, basically, that although these are coated, they've still got the clarity on them. So let me just show you with the light. You've still got that clarity there, haven't you? You can still see all the banding. Let me move across a couple. You can still see the banding there. You can still see the lines within this. So although it's coated, don't think of the coating like a paint, it's not. We're just beautifying the gem. We're adding something to the gem that Mother Nature does not offer us in the natural world. You've got beautiful areas of interest within here, the mottle of the gem itself, the lines, the twists, the turns, the age bands. So much beauty going on in this strand, and they are sizable. They're going from around 37 by 11 mil. Yeah, you heard, 37 by 11, and that's from all the way to 42 by 16 mil. Look at how many you're getting on the strand, genuinely. That's amazing. That is absolutely astonishing. Look, I don't do a dare count, of course I do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, I've lost count right by the end. No. Right by the end. I'm going to say 29. I'm going to say 29. 29, I'm going to say. I did lose count right near the end, but I think there was 2 or 3 more. I'm saying 29. You'll get around that amount, and you will definitely be getting the 750 carats with those. So this is a really beautiful, heavy, wearable selection. I've saved my favourite till last because I am just in love with this strand. It's my favourite gemstone, so of course I'm in love with it, but I can honestly, bottom of my heart say to you, this is, to me, the best strand of boulder opal I have ever seen. I love it. Take a look. They're gorgeous, aren't they? They are spectacular, aren't they? Look at every single one of these. Every single one has got this banding. Now, that is purely due to the way that these are formed. So essentially what happens is there's groundwater, and this groundwater level will raise and drop, and as it does so it picks up different elements, and basically the elements that are left within the crust of the earth at this time build up over millions and millions and millions of years, and that's how you get all these different lines. They're literally just due to other elements. And the fab thing about that, and the fab thing about how slow it takes Mother Nature to create these absolutely perfect gems in my eyes, is because every single layer could be formed thousands of years apart from each other. This layer right here could have a totally different element selection to this layer here. This layer here could have up to 20% liquid still within it. 20% liquid still within it. This layer here might only have 5% liquid still in it. Literally a millimeter's difference in looking to it to the eye is thousands of years work by Mother Nature. I think it's so impressive. Another thing that's really impressive, and I don't think I've ever been able to see this with boulder opal that I've seen on the show before, is that this has clarity. I've never seen it before on boulder opal, have you? But I'm glad I have now, because I've just fallen in love again. This is brand new again. Look, let me just sort of hold them to the side. Look at that. Oh, how stunning. Sorry, because of the shape, it's kind of hard to hold them and show them. Look. Do you see what I mean? The clarity on this, in boulder opal, that only happens in the highest quality. I'm so, so excited to bring this to you today. Can you tell? In that one, that's like almost completely blue, isn't it? Just brand spanking new, one of a kind, unique as you like, agate with that gorgeous champagne tone, and you've got your gorgeous zesty lemon quartz. I've then got the wire. Don't forget, ridiculously low on wire. Ridiculously low on wire. We are trying to order some more in. It might take a while. So if you want the gorgeous base colours that we know you love and adore, then get it whilst you can. 0.810 metres. 0.6 10 metres, and 0.25 15 metres. These are go-to wires for so many people. You've got structural, you've got findings, you've got weaving wires just with those three. It's absolutely fab. So this collection today is wonderful. It really, truly is. And I think you're going to be chuffed with the price point, because yesterday, what was our price points? We were hitting around there in price. Today, we've managed to get both of our kits under £30. So there's your heads up. People have already bought it. I've got lots of you actually have already bought it at this price. Because on the internet, that's what you can see now. And when you ring in right now, that's what you'll see, because we've not dropped the price yet. This is live TV. No one knows apart from us what it's going to. Your price point today, it's going to be under 30 for 3 brand new strands, £24.95 for you today. That's under 30. That's under 25, isn't it? 3 brand spanking new strands in here. Opal, boulder opal of a quality that genuinely, hand on heart, you know I don't lie to you, hand on heart can say to you it's the best quality boulder opal I've ever seen on this channel, ever. It's stunning. You've then got that gorgeous agate, super sparkly. This is a massive, listen, oh my goodness, do you know what I've just thought? I'm ignoring that. I'm ignoring all of this right now. I'm even ignoring the boulder opal. I'm sorry. I love you. We said there was about 29 on here, didn't we? So, if I was to say to you, look at how huge these are. Some of these are around 42 mil. Even if I was to say to you they were £1 each, you think you'd be getting a bargain, wouldn't you? If I said to you these were £1 each, you'd love that. But actually, even if you were to buy them at this price, they'd be what, like 80p each? Even if you just bought this strand for £24.95. For these, that is impressive as you like. The fact of the matter is, I believe, you could buy this strand somewhere for the amount you're getting, for the size they are, for the beauty of them. They'd be 86p each if this strand was £24.95, and I believe you would be happy to pay that. So if you are happy to pay 80 something p for every single one of these, great, because that's a bargain. And if you are happy to do that, well, essentially you're getting the rest of this for free, aren't you? Essentially, you're getting it for free. Even if every single one of these were 80 whatever p. We're giving this away. How? That is a giveaway price. There's loads of you coming in for this. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. I absolutely love that selection. And I am about to head on over to another thing that I love, spellbinding. Hi lovely, how are you? Right, yeah. I'm shimming on over here.
Oh, hello.
You have made so many gorgeous rings.
Yeah, I did actually have real good fun with this. You know, these stones are really different, but you know, I love the unique different stones. I like the fact that you can, yeah, I slightly oversized that ring.
It's all right.
Even for you.
Oh, look at that. I'm just being helpful because obviously...
Yeah, obviously I need a ring model.
You need a ring model.
Yeah, I made that one a little bit large.
Oh no, thawing,
I just wanted to show that you could do it.
Look at that. So you've got a beautiful variety here. Look at that boulder opal. Oh my goodness, I love you. You've created some gorgeous pieces that are really wearable, they're really workable, but they are eye-catching.
Yeah.
In their own unique ways,
yeah,
aren't
they? I mean, obviously, I've gone a little bit to town with the wire, you know, just because I wanted to have a bit of fun and I wanted to show you how you could really make that statement ring, but you don't have to go, you don't have to do so much. You can keep it scaled back a little bit if you want to. I just thought, you know, you've got all this lovely texture and interest in these gemstones. Just wanted to sort of show them off.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I'm literally just trying them all on. Sorry. But I just wanted to show you this one on the ring, on the finger, because I wanted to wear it, but also it gives you an idea of, this is really comfortable, because it looks big, huge on there, actually, doesn't it? But it's just below the knee, comfortable. You've done all that gorgeous detail around the sides as well. It's not super heavy, but you can tell it's there.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely gorgeous. So which one are we going to be looking at today, lovely?
So we're going to do the one that you're wearing at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, because I wanted to show, you know, these stones are top drilled. So obviously that's going to pose a sort of a bit of a challenge as such as to how you would normally set a large gemstone in a ring. Because obviously if they're centre drilled, then you can just use that to actually secure the ring and then decorate as you want. But with this one I've had to sort of make sure that one, it's secured with the wire.
Yeah.
But also, you know, try and make a design of it as well, which was, you know, I had lots of fun doing that. And again, I made a matching pendant. You've got a lovely variety of sizes, so you don't, I mean, I chose quite a statement ring, but you don't have to have them that sort of size. You can choose, I like the fact that it's got that interest down the side, like
I
that
love
texture.
that texture there. It goes to show it's natural, it's real.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah, it gives it interest as well, you know. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, again, you can choose any. You've got such a lovely variety of shapes. This is what I've got left, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, and I've made all of that.
There's opal in there. Like, that is loads,
loads in there, absolutely loads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this ring. What I'm going to do is start by talking through how we do the ring shank.
Okay.
Because we're using a combination of wires that we're using a 0.8 and a 0.25. That reduces the bulk of the ring.
Yeah.
So if you were using, say, like a 1mm and a 0.4, then obviously that would straight away add weight and chunkiness to the ring.
To your ring.
Before you've even added a stone. But because you're using this finer gauges of wire, you can still create that impact piece, but it is, I wouldn't say more wearable, but it's obviously you can wear that heavier stone because you're not got the weight of the ring as well.
Got the weight of it, I see.
But you still got the strength of the ring.
Yeah.
Because of what we're going to do.
Fab.
So, I'm going to let you choose a stone.
Okay, good.
And what I'm going to do is start off by showing you how we start with the ring shank itself. Okay. So I'm going to use the 0.8 wire. Okay.
You want that one?
You want that one, do you?
Is that...
No, it's fine. Bear in mind, it's going to be done with the drill hole facing.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what I'm going to do.
Or that one. I can do either.
While Becky decides what one she's going to choose. Okay. When you're going to do this, I like to use 3 lengths of wire, and I'm not going to cut. Well, we'll cut them. So it's going to be probably about half of a metre or so. The reason being that I want to have enough wire to be the ring shank, but I then want to have enough wire to be able to decorate around the stone. And again, it's not something that you want to do and then find that you haven't got enough wire to continue to decorate and have to start adding it in. It makes it more complicated. So I would cut 3 pieces of that off. I'm going to do shorter pieces just because I just want to show you the weaving. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So you've got your wires there, and then I'm going to take the 0.25 wire. This is something that comes up quite a lot. I get asked this question quite a lot, you know, about using the wire from the reel. Yeah. If you can keep the wire on the reel as long as you can, then it makes it a lot easier for you because you're going to have less wastage and it's a bit more controlled.
I see.
But obviously when you open these wires, they do kind of spring out a little bit. So what I do is I just literally will take the amount, a workable amount, still holding it here, then just pop that wire back into the groove at the top and push that down, and that then makes that workable, but it keeps it contained.
Good
okay,
tip.
I'm only saying this because this question was asked yesterday in my workshop as well.
Good tip.
Okay, so I'm going to keep that just here. And another little tip is, you know, if you're sitting at a table, just lean against the wire as well. So you're actually controlling the wire, and it's less likely to spring everywhere because it is a 0.25, and like you say, people do get a little bit cautious of using that because it is so fine. But if you're learning to weave, it's a really good
tip.
Good one to learn with.
If you do want any more tips or spellbinding, in our second designer inspiration, we're going to be having a look on her Facebook page and seeing what questions are on there and get some up-to-date questions. So if you do want to message in, do get in touch with us. Speaking of message, we have had a message in asking, when are those brand new one-step loopers on? Because I need them. They are on in the next sort of half an hour-ish around that point, so not long to wait at all.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first wire, and I'm going to take the weaving wire, the 0.25, and I'm just going to, again, I work towards the end of the wires. I'm just going to leave a little tail and just wrap it 3 times. Okay, now you're going to really struggle to see this, and I'm just wondering whether I should have used a contrasting colour, but hopefully you'll be able to get it.
Yes.
Okay, so I've just wrapped it 3 times, okay? And I'm going to pick up the next 2 wires, place them on top, just lay it down like this, okay? And what I'm going to do is, with the top wire, I'm just going to bend that wire out here and then with the bottom wire, I'm just going to bend it out here. Okay. So now I've got my wire, and it's coming towards me. And what I want to do is I'm going to bring it over. So if I say 1, 2, 3, okay?
Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3. So I'm going to bring the wire over 1 and 2, and then it's going to go behind the third wire, okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to wrap it 1, 2, 3. And every time, I'm just giving it a little gentle scoot to make sure it's all nice and together. Okay. Now the wire is behind the base wires, okay?
Yeah.
So again, now I'm going to bring it so it goes behind 3 and 2, and then comes between 2 and 1.
Yeah, got you.
And wraps number 1 3 times.
Okay.
Okay. So you're basically. Can I just scrap that? I am actually doing that. I'm doing it slightly different. Sorry. Can I just start that again? Yeah. Very sorry.
So everyone rewind their mind about a minute and play.
What I do on this one, I do it slightly different, and I don't do this one very often, which is why I reverted to the one that I always do.
That's fine.
What you do is you just go straight across the back of the wires and around the top wire 3 times. It's even easier.
Okay.
Straight down the front.
Straight down the front. Oh, I see.
1, 2, 3, and then bring the wire behind them all, straight up around all 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Bring the wire over the front, and wrap it around all 3 of them. I'm so sorry. It's because I always default to that wire, that wrap. It just didn't occur to me. 1, 2, 3, and then again the wire's going behind, and all it's doing is going straight across all of those wires.
That weave is beautiful. Do you want to have a look at this finished effect? Because it's absolutely beautiful weave. This is obviously the back of the ring that we're making now. But isn't that gorgeous weave? You just get that flash.
Yeah. So you don't actually at any point go between, you're just going across the front and across the back.
Yeah, I see.
So it's literally 3 times around the base, then the wire's coming up and it's going around. It's good, and it's the same on the back as it is on the front.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all it is, and it's a nice little easy weave to do, and it will build up really quickly. Now, a few hiccups you will hit are you're using fine wires, and so if you get your tension, if your tension's tight on this, these wires will lock. And what you do need is you need to be able to move this wire, this woven section, down towards the middle of the wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a little bit of a crunch with my pliers, a bit of a squidge. And now what I'm going to do is, again, just use my pliers. I'm just going to, and they will lock, and they'll probably do it to me now. The middle one will move okay, because that one's not being wrapped at all. Yeah. And then just pull in those wires, okay? And that moves that weave down towards, and then just give it a bit of a, make sure.
Obviously, be very, very careful when you are squidging any wire. Unless, of course, you've got the right tools to do it, i.e. the nylon jewel pliers, but sadly, I know a lot of you haven't actually managed to get your hands on them.
Yeah, so basically, and you just carry on with that weave, and like I say, it's really easy. Just carry on with that until you've got the length of weave that you're going to need for your ring shank.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is just put that to one side. Sorry about that confusion, but that is also another weave. So you do that until you've got this section here. Okay, and you can see. And the way to keep testing it is to get your ring mandrel. And this is one that you are going to want to, normally when I say you're doing a ring, you go and you adjust your ring size a little bit. On this one, try and go for the size that you actually want, if not very slightly smaller. Because you're using 3 wires and you're strengthening them all, what happens is it wants to spring out a little bit.
Got you.
So if you go too large, then it's going to spring out a little bit too much. If you go on the size or just slightly above it, and slightly smaller, it will spring out to the size that you want.
Good tip.
Okay. So if you need to keep checking, there's nothing wrong. You just place it on your ring mandrel and just form it around and think, right, okay, is that, yep, that's enough there. Okay, so you can see it goes all the way around, and from the top, there are a few bare wires, but that's fine because they're going to be used to actually capture the stone.
Got ya.
Okay, so have you chosen the stone that you want?
Oh, all 3?
All 3?
I'll let you choose out of these 3.
Okay.
This is teamwork. Making the dream work.
It is. So what I want to do is, what we're going to do now is get a rough idea of the size of the stone. So I'm going to go with your first one that you went for.
Okay.
All right. It's your first stop. It was where you went first.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm just going to place that against the ring shank, and again position it where you think it's going to go. So I've got the ring shanks here. That's it. and then I'm just going to place that so it's quite central.
Yep, so drill hole facing you.
Yeah, drill hole facing you, so you don't want it to the side like that. Well, though you probably could do it like that, but I'm actually going to use this drill hole as a feature.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, what I've done here, my wires are here, and so it's, if you look at it like that, you've got your sets of wire here and your 3 sets of wires here. So what I've done is I've brought the middle ones, the 2 outer ones are just slightly out, and then the 2 centre ones are just going across. Okay, in opposite directions.
Okay.
All right. When I say centre, they're just the inner wires. So then you place your stone on like this. What you want to do is get an idea. So you're just going to bring those centre ones over the stone, so you can get an idea of how you're going to be able to sort of wrap it and catch it. It won't secure it at this point because you're just getting an idea. Okay. So if I hold it like that, you can see. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, got you.
All right, now that's going to move and that's fine. So I've got a bit of an idea that that's where that stone's going to fit. And then I've got my pairs of wires here and here. And all I'm going to do is start doing a little bit of a weave. So I'll just start doing a bit of a woven weave, which is pretty much what we were doing a minute ago.
Okay.
So again, if my wire's still attached, I'm going to be able to use that. And my 2 wires here, all I'm going to do is go around 1 wire 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then bring it through the middle, over to the other side, and wrap 3 times. 1, 2, 3, through the middle, and over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and I'll just keep doing that for a little bit.
Yeah, wicked. So whilst you're doing that, I will give you guys at home the opportunity to get your hands on something very exciting. These are coming up briefly. Stay where you are. Brand spanking new. Genuinely, they are epic, aren't they?
They are. They're
Genuinely,
yeah.
I'm a bit blown away by these because, let's face it, we were both sort of dreading it a bit, weren't we? But
Yeah, I was a little bit, I misunderstood.
I know we have bad luck with those together. When we're together, when we're apart, fine, no issues. But as soon as we're together,
not good.
not with these though, no problem. No problem whatsoever.
We don't know what they're going to be like with the cameras.
Very true, very true. I have got coming up for you now a little bit of a bundle for you to get your hands on. If you're brand new to jewellery making, if you want to step up your jewellery making to another tier that we offer to you, because that toolkit is actually fab. It's amazing value for money, but now and again you'll need extra tools just to top it up, just to make it a little bit more of an all-encompassing toolkit. I've got the opportunity for you to do that right now, and I've got the opportunity for you to stock up. So even if you've been jewellery making for a while, or if you just want to top up on wire, or if you're brand spanking new to it, or you want to teach someone to jewellery make who's new to it, I've got the opportunity for you to own some imperative pieces right now. First off, your precision-nosed flat nose pliers. So you've got your precision nose here in those flat nose pliers. Now, spellbinding, these are the ones that I always see attached to your hand.
Yeah, I have. Well, that's my favourite kit. This is my favourite.
Is it? Oh,
this is what comes with
here,
this.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the flat nose. That's
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Then I've got the round nose, and
Yeah.
I've got the snipe or chain nose, and I have got the long-handled ones as well.
So why do you love this precision collection so much?
These are my go-to.
Go-tos.
And if anybody comes on my course and I see them in the shop, I tell them to buy them. If you're serious about wire work, for me, you need these. It's because they're finer tipped, and I think, you know, if you do that finer work, it's essential. For me, to have these 2 types of pliers are brilliant if you've got jump rings, so that you can pick up your jump ring and just, you've got that opportunity to do that. So you've got this one to get a real nice grip, and then you can use this one to actually open and shut them. So brilliant if you do chainmail, but also for me, it's got a bigger surface area, so you can use it to do your spirals if you want to get a good grip. And you know, just if you want to do something and you need that good grip, you've got that better grip there.
Those ones. And why do people go Coco Loco over the nylon jaws? Because whenever we have them in, they fly out. They're always the first thing that guest designers look for on our stands, and if they're not on the stands, they'll check.
They always go.
They always go.
Every time I see them,
That's
I'm
why
like,
people
can we have
check.
them there? And
Yeah.
I put them back there, and then they go again.
And they go again. The nylon jewel pliers, why are these so loved by newbies and professional jewellery makers?
So for me, you get like a better grip on that wire with those. If you're using the thicker gauges to make spirals, then they just seem to, you can create really nice spirals with those pliers because they grip the wire and it gives you a really solid grip. Whereas if you're using the other ones, they sometimes slip, which then can mark your wire. But also you just can't get that nice, you lose that nice perfect spiral as such. I also use it if I want to kind of secure my work. So if I've made something and I just take those pliers and I just kind of go over it all, you know, and just give it a little bit of a flatten and a strengthen. You know, again, for flattening work as you're going along, if you use them coloured wires, you don't want to mark it.
No, definitely not.
But for me, I call them my wire straighteners because I use them to straighten my wire.
Yeah, because you just run them over your wire and it straightens them.
And it straightens them, and I always have a couple of pairs of those in my workshops because, you know, when people are working with wire and they get all sort of, it gets all bent out of shape, they're perfect.
They really, truly are. This is one of our most popular tools here at Jewellery Maker. If you want to get your hands on them, you can in this bundle, and you know it's going to be a fab price. I've then got wire to add to this as well, so that's what I'm saying. It's great if you are a beginner, or great if you want to get someone involved, if you want someone in your family to... Sorry. I just wanted to play rings, Stony. Sorry. As I was saying, if you do want to get someone started, if you do want to get someone involved, if you're thinking of giving someone a stocking filler or a Christmas present and you want someone to get involved, then you absolutely can. Now, I've got in here 10 metres worth of your 1mm, so this is your structural, your workable. This is often what we say is kind of the go-to structural wire for pendants, etc. I've then got for you 10 metres worth of your 0.8, which you can see Laura's using. Now, you love it for rings, don't you? I do, it's my favourite. I mean, you know, I've been asked the question, if you had to choose 3 wires, what would they be? And it would be 1mm, 0.8 and 0.25. Really? They'd be your go-to? They would be my go-to. And so you've got 2 of them there. Fab. I've then got your 0.6 in the twisted wire. So you have got 2 lengths of 0.6 that are twisted together, which means it's super, super strong, super hard, but it is malleable too. There's a nice symmetry to this as well, and it's a gorgeous design, all in the copper colour, so you're going to be able to make beautiful selection with these pieces. Your price point should be Greater London, Greater London again, Lancashire, Stirlingshire, Staffordshire. I've already bought it at that price. Today though, we're dropping it down. I'm going to be honest, it's going to be under £20 for you. All right, it's going to be under £15. Your price today is £11.95. In some places, you couldn't even buy the tools for that. No. The nylon jewel pliers in some places you couldn't buy for that, could you? No, I've paid before for my nylon pliers, I think £9.95, just for a little pair on their own. And they weren't as big as those ones, so they've obviously got a really good surface area. They were a smaller pair, and they were £9.95 just for them on their own. So for what, £2 more? You get everything. Yeah. 30 metres worth of wire and your favourite set, precision nose. Yeah. Fab, isn't it? That's why there's so many of you coming in. Don't think people expected that price. Everyone pays the same, so congratulations if you got in early. You've definitely got it. I need to change your stone. Have you just dropped my stone? Oh, right. Sorry, I can see it. If you do want to get your hands on it, it's just £2.95 all day for the postage and packaging till midnight. So why not add it to your order? Be rude not to. And at the bottom of your screen is the Autumn Rings collection at £24.95. It's a bargain. Lovely, I'm back with you. Oh, you're back with me, cool. So we found the stone, it's fine. No worries. Good. Panic over. Panic over. So what I've done is I've just woven that section up a little bit. Okay. Now with this, what I wanted to show you is how, although that's how that one turned out, it's based on, you know, the stone, the size of the stone, the shape of the stone, and everyone's going to be different and unique. So what I wanted to kind of show you is how you adapt it to what's happening. So it's not going to be a set, right, these wires here. It's about looking at it and thinking, okay, what am I going to do here now then? So you do need to keep referencing back to the stone and kind of building up that way. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pop that stone in because you can see this stone's quite a different shape to that one. It's quite triangular. Okay. Yes, it is. So I've got my drill hole just here, which you probably can't see very well, but there you go.
all right? And I am going to use that drill hole to help secure this. So what I'm going to do is, this is where again I'm going to place it and have a little look so I can see that by wrapping that round, that's going to go nicely around there, okay? And then I'm just going to have a little look. So I've placed it back into that cage, so I can see I'm starting to get that sort of strength on it now, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to weave these sections here to get them to come around and start securing it. And at the moment it still needs that security because although this is wrapping around and holding it, it's not got anything to anchor it as such.
I see.
So what I'm going to do is take this bare wire just here. So I'm going to want to use that. I'm going to bring that through and I'm actually going to bring that straight down through that hole.
Okay.
Okay. Use your pliers and you can sort of pull that. And now that's secure, okay? Because just doing that, that's secured it because it's locked it, all right? So what you need to do is you need to give it extra security. So now I'm just going to bring this wire around here now. And this is where we start to just have a bit of sort of looking at it and seeing what we can kind of create, all right? And using the stone to the advantage. So with this one here, what I'm going to do is a 5 and 3 weave, but I'm going to do it slightly different.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take a new section of wire. I've got some here.
These are absolutely flying out. Your name's gone off my screen twice.
I'm not surprised. That's an amazing bargain.
It's an amazing bargain. It really is. But all I'm saying is be quick because there looks like there's about 30 something in baskets. So just check out when you get the opportunity to. Don't forget you don't have to pay postage packaging every time you check out or anything. It's fine. It's just once till midnight. So check out.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I've just taken a new piece of wire. Now this can be, what you can do is, because you don't want to, with this I wouldn't cut the wire close to here. I would leave myself a bit of wire to use so that I can finish it off and decide what I'm going to do with that. But what I want to do is start building. So you kind of need to do it in stages. So and again, it's something you need to look at the stone and think, right, what am I going to do now? Which section needs to be done? So I would work from the reel if you can. And again, just attaching a new piece of wire. So I'm just getting a little sort of a tail and wrapping around one of the wires 5 times. 3, 4, 5. Okay, and it's quite nice if you can continue the sort of weaves around the side of the stone so that the whole stone becomes decorative as opposed to just the front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just taking this wire, I'm going to weave it, I'm going to basically wrap it around both of the wires together. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's wrapped around 3 times, so it's 5 times around the bottom wire. So if I just, you can see that there. Okay, 5 times around the bottom and then 3 times around both. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap 5 times around the top wire. Okay. And this gives like a kind of Aztec key effect. I'm going to bring the wire through the middle of the 2 0.8s. Yeah. And I'm just going to wrap around the top wire 5 times. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and then bring the wire back around and wrap 3 times around both. 1, 2, 3. So you can see that there. It's such a fine wire, it's really hard for you to see it, but you can see that there.
Yeah, you can.
So it's 5 along the bottom, 3 times around both, 5 along the top, 3 times around both, and if you scoot it up, you get like a bit of an Aztec key effect as it builds up.
Yeah, you do. I like that.
So it looks it's a bit more interesting. It's really good if you use like 2 tones of wire. So if you were using like say antique bronze as a weaving wire and had the copper, you'd really see that detail. Yeah. So, but then when you do it like this, it's a little bit more. I feel like a bit more like machine-like. It's like it's pressed into the metal.
I know exactly what you mean.
So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you would just keep going like this until you've got enough of that wire woven to sort of bring it around here. And then that's how you would get that kind of, you can see it there, how it's having that texture just there.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then if you continued doing the whole piece like that, it would go right across and you would wrap it all the way around. And again, then it's just about thinking, right, what else do I want to do with this wire? And what I did was at random little points, I just thought, oh, I might add a little agate into that. They're agates, aren't they? These little black, sparklies.
Sparklies.
And all you do is, if you are going to add any of these, you will have to cut your wire. Okay. Again, leaving make sure you leave excess. Oh, here we go. Right, just thread it on, and then that would just sit straight through the gap, just there, see?
Yeah, I see.
And then that adds that little bit of detail, and then you would just continue with the weaving and secure that. And you just keep building it up, and then when you're ready, so I'm not going to sort of weave all of this section for you to see it all being woven as such. But when you get down to here, you could think, oh, I'm going to split those wires open a little bit more, and where your wire's been doing these 5 and 3, when you've done 5 on one side, you just go into a 5 and 5 on both sides.
Got you.
So you've been doing that all the way around.
Yeah.
You've already got 5 here into a spiral. You can have that sort of sitting around the bottom here. Obviously I'm doing this in a bit of a rush, but you know, you can do that, or you can bring the wire around to the back. And again, it's just about making that neat finish. So you don't want sharp edges, and you would just trim that if you could, and almost try and hook it just behind those 2 wires there. All right, so I'm not going to sort of, you would just kind of hook that edge, and it would go just behind there. We'd do it a little bit neater than that, but you can see how that now is blended into there. You would take the time to make sure it's sitting nice and properly, all right, but just to get rid of that edge. Or if you find a way to bring this wire up to the ring shank, then that's when you can sort of, so I've just wrapped it just here, and then I would just cut it at the very edge. And again, using those pliers, just make sure there's no sharp edges at all. And then, you know, you can do that with a couple of these wires if you want to get rid of them, and then you can just keep decorating the stone and working it around like that, really. But it's just playing about with them, you know. So you do need to go back to it. You do need to make sure that you're checking how it's sitting, and you know, making sure that you're happy with how it is. If this is when you've put it through that drill hole there, has made it drop a bit low. Yeah. If you catch that at the beginning, well, I've got that here now, look. So I haven't actually secured that wire yet.
Yeah.
So I could adjust the stone a little bit, push that up, and then readjust it.
Readjust so if you find, move it slightly.
Yeah, so if you find actually that's slipped and that's going to end up going right down here, and you can set it, and again you can just bring it down to the side of the ring shank and just wrap it so it's just there. You could just feed it through there once you're happy, and then just again bring it up and around, and then just cut that. And that's pretty much, you know, it's just one of those types of rings. You just need to have a bit of fun and experiment with the different types of weaves and just play about with decorating stones.
Yeah, that's fab, isn't it? And it's lovely that every single one will be different.
Yeah, they will all be different because they're all different shapes and sizes.
Every single one will be different. Lovely ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know of this kit right now, I've got 9 left and I've got about 25 in baskets. It's an amazing price, so do treat yourself to it. And if you want to get your hands on this kit with the 3 brand new strands, including that gorgeous agate, that's at the bottom of your screen at this moment in time. £24.95 for you. Did you have fun with this kit?
I did. It was great. You know, it's nice to work with something that's a little bit different than what you're used to working with, and it's nice to sort of have sort of experiment as to how you can kind of set them. And like you say, when you've got something like this, there's a really big scope for what you can do. Because like we say, I showed you the second strand that I had, didn't I? Yeah. And it was so different to the first time.
Yeah, it was, mate.
So every single one is going to be different. Because they are so sort of natural and organic, they're all just going to be different.
Oh my gorgeous. Love the sparkle to them. Thank you. We've had messages in saying, tell me what the difference is. Well, don't worry, I will. These are your one-step looper big. Now, why is that different? Well, take a little look at them for me. You've got the one-step looper here. So this is your section. Essentially, let's actually first work out what it does, because if you're brand spanking new to us, you won't have a clue, will you? It creates eye pins. It creates these eye pin loops, which means that you have got the opportunity to do rosary links. You've got the opportunity to do eye loops. You've got the opportunity to create professional looking pieces such as this one here. You can see that every single loop looks the same. Every single loop is the same size, it's the same shape, it looks professional, it is symmetrical in its shape and design as well. There's loads of you already coming in for this. Now, the important thing to say about the difference within this is the sizing itself. So this is your 3mm loop. So that means that the loops on every single one of these will be 3mm. Down to this little section here. Another thing that's different with these is the gauge of wire it takes. Now, the last set of your one-step loopers, we were advised that perhaps don't use anything more than a 0.6 gauge wire. Which actually is a bit of a shame if you think about it, because for certain pieces like a rosary link, you might want a higher gauge actually, especially if you're doing quite big ones and quite heavy gems. So 0.6 was the only gauge you were meant to kind of go up to on the other ones. You could do higher, but it was tricky, wasn't it?
It was tricky, and it wasn't so quick and easy to use as such. And I think, you know, and this was actually highlighted to me by one of the lovely ladies in my workshop yesterday, Pauline. I did say I would say it was you. She taught me something.
Yeah.
But she said the same, that she'd used it and that she found anything above a 0.6 just wasn't forming the loop as well.
Forming the loop, it would cut it off, wasn't it, if it was more than a 0.6. So they were designed for 0.6. This, we were using it last night, and you can go up to a 1mm.
Yep, we're using a 1mm.
Well, that's what that's created with, isn't it?
This is with a 1mm.
That's what that's created with, and the 1mm.
You can actually create links without actually having beads on.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got beads on, but there's a, I'll scoot it around, sorry, my hand there, but look, if I scoot it.
Scoot it round.
Scoot it.
Yeah.
You can see it a bit better there where it's double sectioned. So there's some with links and some without.
The S shape there that I've done very skillfully. Yeah, there is some without the gems that you can do.
Which are done using tool.
Yeah,
so they weren't done by us,
So we're going to make some pieces with this, and we're going to race like we did last time, because it went so horribly wrong last time. It will be stupid not to do it again.
Really would.
It would. But before all that, there's so many of you coming in, I will bring your price in. For this professional tool today, it's just £24.95. It's stunning. We are going, you're cheating.
I'm cutting you your lengths of wire.
Yeah, but I don't need to. Mine cuts it for me, doesn't
I know,
it?
but what I'm doing so you don't have to pick up new pieces.
All right, fine.
I'm trying to do you a favour.
Well,
I'm not going to now.
You're not allowed to cut them off, yours.
Right, give me them.
You're not allowed to cut yours off. Right, okay. I'll use this one.
No, this is the 1mm. We can have the same materials.
You're not allowed to cut them off.
I've worked with you before, Becky. You're a cheat.
Right, listen.
Right.
What we're going to do is we're going to race, because I want to prove to you that it's the first of 3. No, you can't cut yours because mine cuts. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's the first of 3. She's cheating because she's cutting off the reel. Anyway, first of 3. And we are going to race. And the race is to see, out of the professional wire worker who makes eye pins every single day and is as quick as you like, can make them as quickly as I can with this. No, you are cheating.
No, I'm not getting ready because I know what you're like.
Now, the important thing to point out, let me just show you how this goes in. The important thing to show and to say to you is the fact that this does the job for you, so this will cut for you as well. Okay, you ready? And let's go.
Oh, you're such a cheat.
Right, my hands will get in the way. Couldn't you? I'm going to have to take these out camera shot. It's so important that I win. So, right, listen. Laura, I've done it. I've done it. That's my last one there. You cheated because you put it off the reel before. Because you'd already cut them. This is the whole point. It's one step loop. This does it in 1 step, as in you're meant to do it in 3 steps because you've got to cut it. And then you've got to put your pliers and whatever. You get the point, don't you? Look at we were bang on the cusp of it then, even though she cheated.
But the difference
bang on the cusp.
The difference is mine aren't going to all be the same.
Yeah,
and mine are a little bit dodgy, whereas yours are actually going to look.
Mine are all the same and looking pretty. Show us a professional demo of exactly how to use these. We'll do it in slow-mo for you, so if you are brand spanking new, then you can see exactly how to look.
And this is why we're not allowed to demo tools together.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, so this, what I'm going to do is, so on this tool here, it's exactly the same as the smaller. So if you've got the smaller one, it's the same. You've got a little tiny hole just to the side here for you to put the wire through. Okay, so you feed the wire through there, and it's going to go through. Now this excess here will be your eye pin. Okay, so this is going to be, so whatever length you want your eye pin to be, this is what it's going to be here. And so you literally, all I'm doing is just squeezing the handles, okay? And it's cutting it
So that's the cut that you just heard then.
So if I put it like that, you'll be able to see.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so you can see it, cut it already. And what it's going to do is you do that, it's going to squeeze it. Now what you do with this excess here is you just gently pull it back.
And then it can create the shape you're looking for.
Hang on.
And it's as simple as that.
Bear in mind, like, that was with a 1mm wire. And and I haven't touched it with my pliers at all.
No.
Okay. So the other thing that you can do, if I was to then say...
Can we show adding a gemstone?
That's exactly what I was going to do.
Oh, it's like one mind.
Isn't it? Synced. I need a gemstone. Can you get me a gemstone that's going to fit on it? None of these will.
What?
None of those will fit on it.
Where's
it's 1mm.
Yeah, it's 1mm. Oh, right, sorry, I'll be back.
This is so,
We've thought about this. Yeah. You just entertain them.
So what I'll do...
How about that one?
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Thank you. So you pop the gemstone on.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what you're going to do on this time is you're going to put it through the opposite direction. Okay.
So that the gemstone itself is kind of butting up against the tool.
So now I've got it through in the opposite direction. Again, use that hole as a guide if you've got enough wire. And then, so you've got the gemstone pushing up again. Now you do need to hold the gemstone and the wire securely. And then again, just exactly the same.
And then squeezing them again. It's cut it off then, it's looping it round. And just take it off. Now the lovely thing with this is that the gemstone will always be in that same place for every single one. If you've made rosary links yourself, you'll know that sometimes you can cut the wire slightly too long or too short.
Yes, yeah, and then you'll have a gap as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, to be fair, that's been done, and you've got a pretty perfect link there.
Yeah.
The reason it got a tiny little bit stuck there was because it is a 1mm wire, and it just means that you just got to give it a little bit of a shake, and obviously I'm doing it a bit slow, but it's absolutely fine. And I just wanted to show you another, if you wanted to do a link without the gemstone, what you can do, because I have been having a little bit of play about with this, is you can just place the wire through.
I just thought as well, sorry to interrupt, but what you're about to show, because it's 1mm, you could actually make it a clasp.
Yeah.
So you can make clasps with this, which you couldn't with the other one, because you could only go up to a 0.6. That one?
Yeah, turn the back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's empty. It's fine. Oh yeah.
So the loop on the clasp was done with
the one-step loopers.
It was.
I love it.
So
continue.
Thank you.
I just thought about that.
So if you want to say make the loop on the end of the wire and you put it through in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
If you can see, if I show it on, you can see that I've got the wire.
Over half my stock has gone on the one-step loopers.
Show it like that. Okay. We show it on this one.
On cam 5, yeah.
So you can see I've got the edge of the wire right just on this bit here.
Yeah.
Because that's the bit that curls it, in effect.
Yeah, I see.
And then do that. And again, just give it a little bit of a straighten. You've got a loop at the very end of the wire.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's if you wanted to if you weren't sure how much wire you wanted to do, if you had like uncut wire. And then if you wanted to make that into a little loop, again, in the opposite direction, as if it had a gemstone, you just literally place it right up there. Yeah. And we worked this out, didn't we? If you wanted to get like a 8 look.
If you want to do a twisted figure of 8, which again you could use as a clasp, just as it is, or a link.
You have the little loop so that it's in that
thin
direction.
side up to you,
yeah. And then you just simply
close it together, and then it does the loops in the opposite direction. So you get, which I think will be a really nice adornment to a pair of earrings.
Again, it's only getting a bit stuck because I am using a 1mm wire. But you see how it's like that, kind of like in twisted effect?
Can you see that? So you've got one loop one way, one loop another, which would be great.
But you don't have to do that. If you just literally had it go in, again, as we say, we'll do it like... Oh, I've already got one on there.
Oh yeah, so just to show you how to do it flat. So
yeah, just to show how you do it
and
flat.
That's how I did these ones on here.
Yeah, and again, so you would just...
And if you turn it the other... Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, if you turn it so that your join is facing down.
Yeah, it gives you in...
It will give you it in like a S, like a figure of 8. So the join's facing down.
Yeah.
And then you just do that.
That's it.
And then we remove it.
Let me show you this one, and then you can see that one.
There we go. And then you have that little plain...
So there's your difference.
Plain link.
So you've got the plain link and you've got the twisted link as well. So twisted link, plain link. in the same direction. Isn't that fab?
And I just wanted to show you a little, little section of chain that I'd made with the twisted
fab.
ones. And that's how quick and easy it is.
So there. Quick and easy to do, professional finish every time. Just you can make your own chain with this then.
Yeah, and that's
because
it's 1 mil, it's really solid.
So it's going to be really solid.
You know, and again, I mean, I made a little batch of them, and you can see just the consistency of them. So I was just having a play about, and I mean, if I can
get a consistent look every time.
Yeah.
Queen of organic, queen of when you want to be. You know, you can do that free flow form.
Yeah, but you still
so to
need
get symmetry every time.
Yeah.
It's fab.
It is, and the thing is, even if you do have organic work, it's for me, the reason I don't do rosary links is because I haven't got the time or patience for it. But this, I would do it with this. I would do this kind of chain.
Yeah.
And you know, you do that statement pendant, and then you've just got that nice, pretty chain to finish it off, and it's so easy to use. I mean, if me and you can do it.
Well, yeah.
And I mean that in the nicest way. So if I can do it,
genuinely
on air.
Yeah. There's no excuse not to. There's really
nothing
not.
else to be said, really.
What I will say is I've got over half my stock gone. I have got, by the way, I had hundreds of these. I've got sort of 130 gone already. I've got about 80 left, did you say? So not many. Loads in baskets. Can't even count the people in baskets. Loads of them. I don't mean people in baskets. You know what I mean. So do just check out if you want them. If you're brand spanking new and you're thinking, well, I won't be able to use them, trust me, I can. You will. And it's 30-day money-back guarantee. And you can watch back that demo on your YouTube page, or, easy enough, there's just pictured tutorial on the back. That's kind of all you need. That's how simple it is. So this is on the back of your packaging.
That's how
step
we
by
learn.
step. That's how we learn. Step by step. Do you know what I like? It even shows you, like, what it means to open and close the handles. This is how detailed it is. They've clearly just tried to take up more space by going, let's show how handles work. I love that. So congratulations to everybody who's getting your hands on this today. I've got very, very few left. Give it a go, 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't love them, if you're not happy with them, then just send them back. But you will be.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Make your own links, make your own chains, make your own rosary links, make your own clasps.
Yeah.
World is your
earring
oyster.
Findings, because you know when you like to get that loop on your earring findings, it's all done for you. You know, I think it's just, you know, and to be able to do that with the 1 mil gauge, to be able to go up to that thicker, more substantial wire, I just think it's brilliant. And you know, I'm converted.
I am as well. I have to say, genuinely am, and I am one of those people, with you mentioning earrings, who I actually don't make earrings because it irritates me if there's anything even slightly off about it, so I just tend not to make them. I've tried and tried, but if they're not symmetrical, I just can't handle it.
Bugs.
I could actually make a pair of perfectly symmetrical earrings with this, so I probably would delve into that.
Yeah.
I think it's a great price as well. I really genuinely do. $24.95, and so do you, because I've sold way over 160 of these now, heading low into stock on them, I'll be honest. Way over half the stock gone. So do please treat yourself to them today if you wish. $24.95. So I'm back with you in a bit.
Yay.
Having a look at some brand new gems in there as well.
Yeah, amazing.
They're so gorgeous. And in fact, the ring I've been wearing, the stacker ring, is from that collection, so that's coming up for you after the break. And also after the break, I have got something very special. It is going to be the start of our Zodiac gemstones. I'll see you in a moment.
Join guest designer Sarah Elvin for the Introduction to Bead Looming DVD. Sarah will guide you through many techniques, including adding beads, pattern creations, beading with chips, adding beads to warp thread, as well as how to set up your bead loom. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Pearls are classic. I mean, who doesn't love pearls? You look at them, they look elegant, they look classy, and they make elegant, classy jewellery when you're creating with them. I think right from the whitest of white pearl to the peach pearl, they're always always stunning, and anybody can wear them. They're one of my favourites. You see them, don't you, in expensive jewellers, covered in diamonds. Diamond and pearls are the classic duo, and that's why I love pearls.
Pearls are always a huge seller on Jewellery Maker, and I think it's because there's a huge amount of emotional attachment to them. I think whatever walk of life you come from, whatever your age, you always associate pearls with maybe someone who's worn pearls before you, maybe your grandma, maybe your mum. So there's always that emotional attachment to pearls, and they can be classic, they can be contemporary, they can really be whatever you want them to be, and definitely one of my favourite gemstones. If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page, where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Designer Inspiration. My name's Rebecca Redican. I am joined by the spellbinding Laura Binding today. Hello, chickadee.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't let.
What?
That was a rude impression, wasn't it? Why did you have to make me sound so manly? Anyway, she's here. My gorgeous, lovely lady is with me all afternoon until 5. Now, we are heading into the realms of our signs of the zodiac gemstones. Now, whether or not you believe in horoscopes or the zodiac sign, whether or not that's something you believe in or something you read, as with birthstones, it is exactly the same in the sense that every month, whatever month you were born in, you have a birthstone. Same with zodiac. Whatever sign you fall under has a gemstone attached to it. Now, the gemstone itself, many years, but I want to talk to you about the history of kind of this form, as it were, from the very beginning. So, it's said that the idea of the zodiac came from the Babylonian times. Now, I have actually got some pictures for you to have a little look at. Have you got them, Ryan? The Babylonian. Thank you, babe. So the picture you're about to see is an empire. The Babylonians were very strong people. They were first said to settle approximately around 4000 BC. And can you see in the bottom corner there, that is the Babylonian Empire, and that was kind of the size of it at that time. So you can see you've got a huge area that they have taken. And there is a part on there, if you look close, you should be able to see written in yellow is actually the city of Babylon, which is the map in the middle. Now, in that city of Babylon, that was kind of the focal point of the empire. And it is the Babylonians who get credited with the birth of astrology. And essentially, the reason it came around is because they worked out that at certain times, whenever the sun would be in the same position, it would take around a month for that to happen, as with the moon, hence the 12 cycles. And they also worked out that for each time that you would come into this, you would have a different season. So they used it very much as a way to kind of almost predict what was going to happen. In the sense of, for example, when the sun was at a certain point, it was in the certain area within a month, it would be their rainy season, hence Aquarius, hence the water carrier. So every single one of these has something different within it. So if you have a look back at that picture again, you'll see the circular plate. That is actually a depiction of one of the first pieces they have found of a Babylonian chart, as it were. All of those pieces, the black and white pictures as well, are Babylonian art, and they both depict, you can see them, you know, looking up to the stars, because back in those times, astrology and astronomy kind of were the same thing, realistically. They were the same science. So this developed on massively. And what happened was the the Greeks were said to give the zodiac the first name. So it was said to be the Greeks because zodiac in Greek means circle of animals. So that's what we see when you see the zodiac circle. That's where the name's from. Greek, it means the zodiac circle. Now, of course, we'll know that every section will have a different one assigned to it. So what are we in here? I'm a Pisces. Aquarius. You're both Aquarius, Ryan and Helena. What are you, lovely Laura?
I'm Cancer.
You are, absolutely, just in case you didn't know. So, depending on what area you were born into and what time of the month it was and where you were born within that would depict your zodiac sign. And in the Greek time, they were aware of the sun, the moon and 5 planets, which is why even to today, when you read things like horoscopes, you will read things such as Mars is moving into your sign, and you hear all of this, and that is due to the Romans, because obviously now we know there are many more planets out there, but when you're reading your horoscopes, for example, there is only ever 5 planets mentioned, and there is only ever sun and moon mentioned, and that is due to the Romans themselves, due to the Greeks and to the Romans. Now, the Romans were actually the people who chose the zodiac gemstones for them to work hand in hand, and that is what we are going to be looking at today. So we'll start off at the beginning of the year and we will work our way through. So where are we starting? Let's get started. Right, hang on, sweet pea. That's not what's in that box, just to let you know. No, it's not.
What is it? Faceted wheels.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work it out. Yeah, it's not in that box, sweet pea, because that's a multicoloured sapphire in that box. I've got 2 strands that look like it could be it. Hang on, we'll work it out for you. Is it these ones here? Could be. I have got 2 strands that look exactly the same. They're not. It's got to be this one, because these are delicate as you like. Because it's not this one. I think it's this one, because it's the sizing. So this is your beautiful mandarin garnet. And this, look how stunning that is your beautiful sign of the zodiac. This is the zodiac sign. It's the other one. Hang on, let me bring you this. It is this one. I'm sorry about that. P is, I don't know, he's gone on his holidays, he's just throwing things in boxes. This is your beautiful strand of your mandarin garnet. Take a look at this for me. It is rich, it is zesty. This is absolutely beautiful, and it is your zodiac sign for Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, I'm sure a lot of us will know, is kind of the start of the year sign, isn't it? Of course, it does cross over in region, but it is kind of the start of the year sign, and we have got so much richness within here. It's almost the start of the year colour, isn't it? It's put a spring in your step. It's fireworks, it's excitement, it's light. This is mandarin garnet, so of course we know it is one of the most fundamental and one of the most sought after gemstones in the world, and this is your African mandarin garnet. 25 carats worth we have here. Your price point today, but it's the zodiac sign, and we're going to try and keep it as low as we can. Your price point today, that's the price it's always been, by the way. That's the price it will always be. That's the price it should be. But today we're taking it as low as we can. That's £10 back in your pocket for this gorgeous strand today. Look at the quality of it. Look at the richness of this. Let me get my torch out because I need to show you the clarity and it's easier to show you. Take a look, stunning. £10 off. What do you think? Beautiful, isn't it? It is absolutely exceptional. It is clarity that is unimaginable. It's £10 back in your pocket. The reason I'm giving you £10 back in your pocket, honestly, is because I've got 30. Well, actually, I've got 32. But when I've got such low stock, we can, if we ask politely, take prices down for you. Rarely do we get to take £10 off, but it's the weekend. Hey ho, no managers in, we do what we can. £39.95 for you today. Treat yourself to it whilst you can, because it's an absolute stunner. Now, next up, move that out of the way for you. Oh my goodness, we're heading now into the age of Aquarius. This is your beautiful Aquarius zodiac sign gem, and that, did you know, is amethyst. Now, I think it's really quite interesting, actually, the fact that Aquarius is zodiac sign, is the water carrier, and the fact that amethyst is obviously synonymous with a beverage, isn't it? It's synonymous with drink and alcohol, and it's amethyst-ish, yeah. Yeah, did you not know that? It is the stone of drunkenness, to help against drunkenness. Yeah. You don't know that? Yeah, essentially there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, because back in the days of yore, they used to make goblets out of amethyst so that lords and ladies could pour water into their own goblets. It would look like it was drinking wine, and then they could get all of their guests a little bit tipsy and take advantage and make them make deals and stuff. Mischievous lot they were then. That's one reason. Another one is because of Dionysus, and I don't want to get into it now. But I think that's quite interesting, actually, that it is the gemstone that is attached with the water carrier, and it has obviously all of these links to drink and libation within itself. You've got your pink amethyst here. We do not have it on often, mainly because it is hard to find quality pink amethyst of such a beautiful nature. But look at this. Look at the clarity. Stunning, isn't it? Your price point today should be, can I just say, I'm not going to be price dropping all of these. I'm not. So just, you know, don't get used to this. £5 off for you today. £5 off. This is £12.95 for you. How often do you see pink amethyst? Not often at all. Are you planning on getting your hands on this designer inspiration kit in a bit? Because if you are, it'd go gorgeous, wouldn't it? Spelby, what do you think of this beautiful strand?
I think that's really nice because when you have your birthstone, not everybody likes their birthstone.
No, you're right.
They might not like their colour.
You're right.
It might not be their colour or their type of stone or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you've got someone whose amethyst is their birthstone, but they don't like purple, for me, that's a beautiful alternative because it's subtle, but you're still able to say, oh yeah, that's amethyst. And they'd be like,
oh really?
Because it's so different. It's not what you would classically associate amethyst to be.
No.
So I think that adds that, again, that bit of interest.
You're absolutely right.
But and for me, that's a very wearable colour for anybody in any skin tone. Yeah. I would wear something like that. I'm not a very purpley person just because it doesn't look very good on me. Yeah. You know, my mum, on the other hand, loves amethyst, loves the purples, and she wears them really well. Yeah. But I could wear that because I think that that's so subtle. I would wear that, and it's that lovely, gentle sort of translucent kind of colour. So that's, for me, that's what I would think of it.
Helena, will you do me a favour, sweet pea? Because it's zodiac and because it's kind of to do with your birthdays, isn't it? Will you wear what? Why are you saying no? I'm not going to make you come out, don't worry. She just went, no, I'm not going to make you come out, don't worry. Will you do me a total, please, of the amount of money we're saving in our zodiac? Because I want to let everyone know, you know, this is like your birthday present. We've already saved £10 on the first round, £5 on this. So £15 we've saved so far in the zodiac section. So, people, if you've got both, you've just saved yourself £15. Congratulations. £12.95 for £70. pink amethyst. Enjoy, everyone. Gentle graduation, high shine sparkle, clarity that's unrivaled. It's fab. £12.95 for you today. Now we're heading on over to my sign. This is the crossover from sort of mid-February to March. This is the Pisces sign that we have here. Pisces, of course, it's the fish, it's the water sign, and you couldn't get much more watery than aquamarine, could you now? It's there in the name and it's there in the form. Look at the drops of this. Pisces are said to be passionate and trustworthy. Right, I don't know why, literally everyone I can hear just laughed then. What? Is it the way I said passionate? Did that kind of creep you out? It was weird, wasn't it?
Tiny bit, it's fine.
So this is the, of course, it's the water sign. Oh, actually, that's something I want to bring up with you quickly. Well, I'll bring it up with you in a second. But have you got that water, the 4 houses sign for me in a little bit, love? So this is your Aquarius, and this is a water sign. It is the sign of the fish, and this is your beautiful quality of aquamarine. Because look at the colour tone of it. This is one of those really high-end, really decadent aquamarine tones. Just to say it's totally natural too. I love the shape of these for something like a ring. That would be fantastical, wouldn't it? You have got so much variety within here due to the shape. Sorry, the sizing, because it's from a very delicate 6x3 all the way to a nice big bold pendant 12x9mm. You've also got the nature to this, because I know some people do find it very important to own natural gemstones. This is a natural gem. All of these colours are natural. This is just Mother Nature working her magic. Speaking of work your magic, how about the price point? £14.95 has always been your price until today. It's my birth sign, it's my zodiac sign. Come on, obviously I was going to try and drop the price for you. Your price today is just £10.95, and that is all. Don't forget, add that to the tally, Helena. Add that one up. £19 saving so far. Oh, this is good. We're only 3 in. You know, I keep talking to you about kind of the water signs and the fire signs. That's because it was the zodiac is split into 4 houses. They're called houses, and this was actually come up with by the Babylonians. They came up with this. They worked out that when it was, for example, well, this is how it was. The water sign, the water signs over here were taking place when, for them at their time, for where they were the rainy seasons. They were the, you know, difficult seasons to go and to create and to do any of your work. Then it'd move over into the air signs, and the reason that these were the air signs is that they would find this was often tornado season and hurricane season, and you would have lots of sort of natural disasters in the time when the sun was in their zodiac region. The fire was their summer, essentially, and the earth sign was their spring selection, which is when earth, because it's when they would plant their crops, etc., etc. So it's quite interesting to sort of know that background, isn't it? This is a water zone, and it is your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful aquamarine. Treat yourself to it whilst you can. Loads of you buying that multi-buyers on it as well. I know it's stunning, just taking your price down. Now the next one isn't my birthday one, so I'll be straight with you. I'm not going to drop it, but you'll understand why when you see it. You'll understand why I won't be price dropping the next one. It is unique. I have never seen anything like this before, me personally. The last time this was seen on Jewellery Maker was in 2013. The beginning of 2013. I've only got 13 of them, that's it. They've been on our sister channel relatively recently. We've got them back. It is diamond, yeah, but it's not a strand, it's a pendant. A ready done pendant. You could just put a jump ring through this if you wanted. How stunning is that? If you mind if I hold it? I just want to get my hand behind so you can really see it. What do you think? Look at that. It's sterling silver, it's 925. You've got genuine black diamonds in there, and those champagne diamonds as well are completely natural. Completely natural. Now this is with a chain going through it. Of course you will not be getting the chain, you're getting the pendant, but you can add your chain. Let me show you the sizes. Let me show you the details of this. It's stunning. Look at the size. This is the size of it for you. So you could add lots, you could even, you lot of jewellery makers, do what you like, but you could even drop lots of chains from here. You could add gemstone drops bottom onto here. You could use it as a connector, couldn't you, in a bracelet? You could get yourself two if you wanted and have it as a pair of earrings. I've already got people buying this, I'm going to be on it. Can you have a really good look? Can you see the flowers in there? You've got the black diamond flowers. Some of them have got the petals and one of them has got the centre. And then you have got genuine, real, natural champagne. That doesn't happen often. Diamonds. You have got 1.8 carats worth in total on this. Look at the beauty. You can add to this. It is a ready done pendant if you want it to be. Just pop a little pop a chain through and you're done. But you can embellish this. You can pop gems into here. You can dangle gems because that ribbon goes all the way around. Show you the back of it as well. Got a really good look around this. I've got to get your price in. I don't think you'll believe it. Genuinely, £18.95. But that's not the original price. Look at the history. Because the original price that I've seen on there was 24. Oh, have you put in that second code? No, I'm not. No, genuinely. I saw the original price of this before, because you can look at the history, you look at who sold it, when they sold it. That's how I know it's not back since January-ish or February-ish 2013. Well, you know I said there was two codes on it, wasn't there? Maybe you've taken the different code. Whatever it is. The original price I've seen this at this morning was £24.95, so somehow we've just price dropped it. £19.95. It's going to go within moments. That's another saving. Yeah. £19.95. So we've inadvertently taken the price down on that, because hand on heart, it was £24.95. I saw it this morning. Congratulations, everyone. That is a goner, I'm afraid. Okay, where are we moving to now? Get ready. Get ready for this. Emerald from one of the most executive locations in the world. Oh, Zambian emerald, you're thinking that'd be good. It's one better. It's Colombian emerald. This is the first strand I have ever seen of Colombian emerald. We hardly ever get this on. And guess what? This is brand spanking new. How often do we see Colombian emerald? This emerald is the gemstone of the zodiac sign of Taurus, of course. So we're into our Taurus time now. And the dates of the Taurus are running from, I think they're, when are they? Taurus. Sorry, I'll find out for you. So we have got here 15 carats worth of this genuine Colombian emerald. 15 carats worth. I need to pop this down so you can see the quality. Totally and absolutely natural. Taurus is the 20th of April to the 20th of May. So if you're within that bracket, then you are a Taurus. And this is the gemstone of Taurus. Taurus, you lucky things. Now, this is totally natural. I could talk to you all day about this gem, to be honest, because I could talk about the location, which is astonishing. The location is known as the pinnacle point of where you would want to get this gemstone from. Just like anything in the world, there's certain places that have certain names attached to them. So for example, you know, if someone, oh, where's your dress? Oh, I got it in Paris or Milan. You know, there's these fashion houses, these fashion centrals that we think of. It's the same with gemstones. Gemstones have their go-to places, their pinnacle point of perfection places. And for emerald, it is between Zambia, but really it's Colombia is a number one. It's one that's recognised, it's one that's known, it's rare. I don't want to actually talk to you just about that today, though. I do want to talk to you about the fact that this is natural emerald. Have you got that treatment strand, Ryan? That treatment slide? The emerald that I have for you here is natural. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means we haven't had any treatments put upon this whatsoever, which we can do and which we do. You know, lots of people and lots of companies and high-end name places will put treatments on their gemstones. This is just a few of the treatments that we have on there. We actually have 3 more as well that we made ourselves, but these are the general go-to ones. Just to let you know, it's not legal that we have to tell you whether or not something is treated. We don't have to, and a lot of companies don't. A lot of companies, to be honest, probably wouldn't even know, because they don't go direct to the mine, and they don't go, you know, to the lapidary, and they don't have their own connections there, so they probably don't even know. We do, and we do pass that on to you. With emerald, the most common of all treatments is your heat, your irradiation, and your filling. So they can fill this gem with lead-based substance or like a glass-like substance. That brings the price down for them because it's technically not 100% emeralds then, is it? But the reason they do it is because they get clarity. Well, we haven't even had to do that on this because look at the clarity on that. It's astonishing, it really is. I think you're going to be blown away by the price to you today. For the tourists, it's just... That is the pinnacle location for this gem. That is the place to go to for this gem. This is a natural version of that which we would then, in general, expect the price to be hiked for. What do you think of this strand, lovely lady?
I don't think I've seen emerald of that quality before, or of that kind of colour. Because like you say, you've seen the sort of more rough form, more organic emerald that we do, and it's like a darker, almost like a more sort of it's got sort of almost like the colours going through, hasn't it, like the bits of the blacks and that, but that is so clear and sparkly. I wouldn't have realised that was emerald. No. It's just really gorgeous.
It is spectacular.
Beautiful.
This is one of those translated gems that if you want to, get yourself the authenticity certificate if you can, if you want to. You can print it off yourself or you can request it as well if you wish. Because it is absolutely stunning and you want to be able to prove that quality. It's not indicative of price, of quality, that price point, it's just not. This is your genuine, natural Colombian emerald. But what I can say is, you guys know your stuff. You know what you guys do? You know your stuff about gems. You know about location. You know how amazing and rare it is that we would ever have this on. That's why you're already buying it, and you're buying it and loving it and falling in love with it. What I will say to you is, because so many of you have got it, I'm heading towards my last chance saloon now. On stock means I've got 30 or less. I've got bang on. I'm bang on in my last chance saloon now because so many of you are coming in to get this. So do be quick if you want it. Quickly squeeze that on in, will we? We're changing over. I bet you're a bit jealous of this one, aren't you? Gemini. This is your gorgeous Gemini zodiac gem. Well, no, it's not, is it? It's an organic. But don't forget, it was the Romans who decided exactly what gem would be synonymous with which, and they happened to choose beautiful pearls for this sign. You have got your pink cultured pearls here for Gemini, and these are 8 by 7 mil that we have here. I think this is quite funny that this is for Gemini, because when we think Gemini, you know, we think the doubles, we think the twins, don't we? We even think the logo. And it's quite funny actually that we've picked this in particular pearl strand to be put with this, because I don't actually think I've seen such a symmetrical strand of this organic in a long, long time, which I know that sounds silly, but these are, to me, to my eye, dapple free. Every single piece of them looks identical to the next at a glance. It really does, which is quite funny for this, isn't it? Look how beautiful. Can you see loads of ridges? No. Can you see loads of lines? No. Is there a lot of dimples on this? No. It's beautiful, soft, it's clean. You know that when we have that purity of the gem and when we have that quality of this organic, the price is going to be above what you'd expect. Or so you'd think. I can't get over the price it is, and I read it off my sheet so it's black and white, so you can't really tell, and it's tiny. So I did not expect, for the price I'm about to show you, these to look so perfect. I did not expect that at all. For the price I'm about to bring you, I, to be honest, thought they'd all be really wiggly and they'd all have dimples in them. The price is absolutely astonishing for the quality. £11.95 for you. What do you think of that price? Hey, these go nice with your dress.
They would actually, wouldn't they? Yeah. They're just gorgeous, and they're very classic, aren't they? And like you say, they're simple. You know, you can keep them just like that, restrand them, put a couple of you know, sterling silver or gold-plated sterling silver findings on it, and that's it. You've got it done. You know, just think they're beautiful.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Congratulations, everyone, for getting your hands on this. It's £11.95 for you today. Pink cultured pearls, less than 30 I've got now. Oh no, okay, less than 30. They're going really quickly. We've had a really busy day today. Do get involved with us whenever you wish. Don't forget, it's just £2.95 for the postage packaging. Now, of course, we've got more zodiac signs to come. We haven't even touched upon yours yet, lovely lady.
No.
That's all to come. We will be doing them after. You're right there. Just throwing gems about,
I am,
are you?
yeah. I was
Just throw your
trying
gems
to catch
about.
it, but it's gone.
Throw your gems about. We are heading over to Laura in a moment. This is her designer inspiration. We'll carry on the zodiacs later on. So if you haven't been yet, stay where you are, because I've got more stunning, stunning gems. More big four in there for you coming up. Tell us about this designer inspiration, lovely lady.
This is that real cocktail. Let's go out there, wear that little black dress, sparkly, bit of bling kind of kit. Yeah, I think. It's one of those that you can just sit down and just work with all day.
Work with and enjoy.
Yeah.
Fab. This is what, if you've been admiring my stacker ring, that's from this kit for you. So you have the opportunity to have a look at the rest of this collection. So we have got here your 0.8 10 metres, we have got your 1 mil in the 10 metres, and we have got your 0 to 5 as well in here, and you get 15 metres on that spool. All in the silver colour palette, which for me works beautifully with this selection. I have got some brand new strands in here again. This is gem heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it just kept, every time I was opening the bag, there was just more and more.
On and on, there's loads.
Yeah, it's like a Mary Poppins kit.
Mary Poppins kit, I love that. This, are you all right there? You're just throwing stuff about again?
Just having fun.
You're right.
Just everything's running away.
Take a little look at this beautiful strands. This is the one that I've been adorned on my finger. This is the one that I was playing around with and enjoying, because the facets on these coins are spectacular, and that for me is what gives you the impact of that pink within the pink amethyst. And let's face it, these are almost that that Rose de France colour, aren't they? Almost. They have got a lot of pink undertones, haven't they? They really, really do. Because you've got that gorgeous tone that is then juxtaposed with those quite sharp facets coveting the face of these coins. I think it's a beautiful and workable strand. I truly, truly do. And you've got graduation too. Super, super workable. So it's 5 mil to around 8 mil that we've got here. Is that fab? Do you love that? So we have got graduation, we have got juxtaposition with gentle, delicate colour, juxtaposed with big, strong, bold, blingy facets. I just think this is super duper workable. I really do. I absolutely love it. So congratulations, all of you who are going to get this kit, because tell you what, you get to own this gemstone strand, and I'm a bit jealous because I know this will sell out, because I know the price and I know how much we've got. Next up, I've got your delicate, gentle. Look how perfectly they go. Don't they work so well? I've got your beautiful, gentle 2mm amethyst in the 10 carat rounds that we have. Isn't that so wonderful? Even for me, just those really simply stranded in between every one of those, it's going to be an eye-catching piece. It really is. I've then got for you to add to the collection a bold pop of colour, a brightness, a freshness. This is your stunning sky blue apatite, and boy oh boy, if that isn't archetypal, I do not know what is. It's absolutely beautiful. 25 carats worth we have on here, and it is from 2mm to 3mm on these plain rounds. Unusual to have graduation on a plain round strands, but we have, which is wonderful. Because you've got that sky blue tone, and it is really, really archetypal, that goes to show you the quality of this. Because certain gemstones that will have the structure of and have the name of a specific type, a specific colour, to actually get that name, it needs to be ticking enough boxes, and this is doing that time and time again. It is the archetypal sky blue, so it has got the quality there. I think it's really beautiful. I'm going to add some high quality lab as well. If you've got your hands on the challenge, which is almost sold out, don't forget. We have still got some left if you want to stick around, but not many at all. If you did get that Labradorite challenge, why not add this to the collection? Because then you'll have a 5-strand pack and you'll have every shape available to you then, won't you? Look at the quality. Look at the sheila. Look at that Labrador essence. Don't forget, that's not a coating, that's not on the surface of these, that's actually happening within the gemstone itself. And the fact you can even see it under these really super bright lights goes to show the quality of this. Really is super phenomenal. This, I think, is possibly, well, these are my top 2 favourite strands in this kit, I think. That's why I've saved them. How unique and stunning is this? This is your beautiful silver coloured pyrite. It is so bold, isn't it? Let me show you them at the side, because there's, you know, these are nice big bold pieces that we've got here. On the size of these, we are looking at around 6 to 8mm on them. Because look, that's another great thing. Look, there is graduation there. You see that? From the very centre ones that are the 8mm, all the way to the delicate little ones at the very end. So that's giving you more work. This was super fun to work with. You really loved this one, didn't you?
Yeah, this was one that, you know, I just, as I said, it's just something that you just keep working and working and working with, and you just create so many different looks with it. And every single colour is going to go because you've got the silver, and it's just, it's just beautiful, and it sparkles. Yeah,
sparkles, it twinkles, it's eye-catching, it goes with your silver.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. I really do adore it. And then I'm adding a brand new one. Brand spanking new strand, and this is the one that I love. Look at it, blue coloured agates. This is spectacular. So this has got coating on the top of black agate, which is giving you this beautiful metallic sheen in the blue colour. Now, I wonder if you can see, hang on, let me drop it here. Can you see that you've got the blue colouring there, but I wonder if you can see if I turn it. Can you see? Did you find that on your strand as well? Well, I know you did, because I worked with this one. You had the gold running along the outside as well. Yeah. It's really beautiful, high sparkle.
I think because it's over the black agate, it gives it like a depth. It just makes it look that little bit more deeper. It's not so bright and blingy. It's got a little bit more sort of depth to it, and I just think I just love it. You got to it before I had a chance, so I turned around and you were like, that is mine.
Yeah, I did. It is absolutely gorgeous. I truly do love those. Get your hands on them if you wish in this kit. Brand spanking new. You have got a massive amount of these. You have got about 25 carats. No, you haven't, sorry, that's a lie. You have got 70 carats worth, and these are 6mm faceted. Brand spanking new for you. Can you believe you've got this many gems? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands, and 35 meters worth of wire. Brand new strand, uniqueness in here. Your price point today should. You are getting yourself a serious amount of your gemstones. You are getting yourself a serious amount of pieces. You are getting yourself 35 meters worth of your wire, and you're getting workable shapes, sizes, cuts and strands within here as well. You have got uniqueness going on in here. Your price is amazing. Can you get over that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strands. It's over £16 off. £16, 10p off. You've got 6 strands. So if you bought these 6 strands at that price point, how much would that be per strand, I wonder? Well, my producer Helena can work it out. That works out per strand. £4.60 a strand, and that's with free wire. I've not even taken wire into account there. That's with free wire. Oh my goodness, what do you think of that price? About £4.60 per strand. That's excluding the wire, that's free. I've just taken that out of my mind. I've not even counted that.
It's just mad. Like I say, look at what you've got. And the quality of it all is just so beautiful.
Isn't it?
And it's just lush. I don't have no other words, really.
It is just girt lush.
It is just so girt lush.
It is.
It is.
It totally is. I can't go over that price, I really can't. Congratulations, everyone. Do you know what? It's a bargain. There's brand new newness and 35 meters worth of wire. You can't say fairer than that. And boy, oh boy, there's loads of you coming in for this. Hello, everybody. Your names have just gone off my screen. Thank you very much for joining us today. I am going to join this lovely lady now. Hello, lovely lady.
Hello.
I've got 2 drinks, 1 for each hand.
Oh, bless. Oh.
How are you, lovely?
Yep, good.
How's your challenge?
Well, I haven't really started it yet because I got distracted. I realised I hadn't made a ring using labradorite, so I decided to make a ring using labradorite instead. So I'm sorry, I will do my challenge after this. Do you remember earlier when I was getting in a tiz with that wire and I got my hair off of it?
Yeah.
As all of us do, 0.25. I did have a strop. It's gotten itself. Where I was in a bit of a rush this morning, and my 0.25 wire had kind of tangled itself up, and I got a bit stroppy with it. I straightened most of it, but then there was just a mass of it. So I just rolled it up into a little ball, and then just chucked it in with my stuff, and I just thought I'd make it into a ring.
Isn't that fab? I'm going to show you the back to see what we mean. She literally just screwed it up into a ball. All this wire that was tangled, she just screwed it up into a ball. It was all knotted and tangled, and then she's added gemstones to it. How cool is that? So there is no waste. Even when fully grown adults have strops about a little bit of wire, you can still make things.
It was a lot of wire.
Yeah, right.
It was in a tangle. But it goes to show that, because I know that a lot of people have that situation where the wire gets itself tangled and you reluctantly do have to cut it. Don't waste it.
No, never waste it. You've got so many beautiful gems in it. How gorgeous is that? It's almost like a peacock feel.
Yeah.
I love this one as well because it's adjustable, this one, isn't it?
Yes.
This one is adjustable in size, so you could make that, and no matter who was buying it or who it was for, it would fit them. It's fab. Let's have a look at your collection as a whole, because I've got to say it's absolutely beautiful. It really wonderfully is. This is pretty.
Yeah, I like that. I think that one's actually my favourite.
Yeah, it's up there for me as well, I've got to be honest.
It's just because it's you know, it's neutral colours, so it's going to go with every outfit.
Yeah.
It's wearable. You could make a pendant the same to match and a pair of earrings. You'd have a complete set.
You absolutely could.
And again, you get that subtle sparkle because of the stones. I just think, for me, I just like that one. But I like all of them, and I was like the little swirly one I like. And then obviously you're wearing 2 as well.
Oh yeah. How about that? Sorry. They're so comfortable though. So we've got, this is called, if you're not sure what this is, it's known as stacker rings. And actually now you can just buy midi rings, which is what I've got on here. It's the midway point. They're massive in fashion. They have been all summer actually, and they're set to continue. Super comfortable.
Yeah.
And I just love it. And this saves me from that issue that I always have, that you don't have enough fingers for all your rings. Yeah. You can double stack.
This is like
rings. And you've also made a really nice necklace over here, which actually works quite well with that ring, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
And then you've got this amazing piece.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was, for me, that's...
How professional.
That's the piece.
That is that's obviously the eye catcher, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's the piece. That's the piece that you would put on your toe. That's the hero piece. That's it. I was trying to think of the word. Hero piece.
You've nailed it there.
There it is.
Hero piece. If you've just tuned in, I made that. Hence why I love it so much. I'm so chuffed.
I do. I love it. I think it's really cool.
And I love these earrings.
I made them as well, just quickly.
They're
and
fab.
I used the one-step looper to make the earring hooks.
Ah, you clever kitten. That's good.
To make the little loop.
To make the little loops. Oh, love. Oh, that's why they're so perfect.
That's why they're perfect.
We have still got a couple of the one-step loopers available, I think, and my producer Helena, I think, will put them at the bottom of the screen in a moment. I've got about 30 of them left. They don't want to see her. Don't, because she hates being seen on TV. Aww. It's a last show. Be nice. We'll get her later.
Get her at the end. Yeah, okay.
Where are we starting, lovely lady?
So what I'm going to do is, obviously, I'm going to start off with the adjustable one, actually. All of these rings are quite easy to make. It's just about sitting down and, again, just having a bit of fun with them. You know, just seeing what happens and seeing what evolves. So with that one, I used the 1mm wire and a 0.25 wire to do the weave-in. And because I've used 3 pieces of 1mm wire, even though it's adjustable, it's got a solid feel to it.
Yeah, it really does.
So it doesn't feel like, you know, because if you do use the incorrect gauges, you might get that you might pull out of shape quite easily, but that one won't, because it is so solidly sort of wrapped.
Really solid weave, genuinely. This doesn't feel like it's going to just flake off your hand. It is strong. Look at all of that. All that weaving. Genuinely, really beautiful, strong.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how we do that. So I'm going to start by doing the band, okay? And the band's actually the most complicated part of this, and even that's not really that complicated.
Okay. So it could be for people who have just tried wire wrapping a few times.
Yeah. And again, because we're using the 1mm and we're using the 0.25, they're really lovely wires to practice your weaving with, because you know you've got that fine wire, but you've got that strong wire that isn't going to pull out of shape as you're using it.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this, what I'm going to do, again, you know, people that know me, I'm not going to measure. So I'm going to use the 1mm wire, which isn't that, and I'm just going to. I just want a length of wire, workable length, probably about half of a metre, 30 centimetres or so. All right, and this is just so that I've got that, because what you have to remember when you're making rings like this, if you're weaving the shank and then developing the ring, that actually the only main part of that is the woven shank part. So it's actually going to be the length to go around your ring.
Oh, yeah.
So the rest of it is decorative.
Okay, got
so you don't need a ton of wire. Whereas when you do rings where you're just wrapping it around the mandrel and decorate, you're wrapping that 3 times around the wire. Mandrel. But with this, you're just wrapping it once. So that little section is all that you're going to need. Okay.
Just to let you know, just as a reminder, we have got lovely spellbinding with us till 5, and at the end of this, well, the next hour or so, we will be asking some questions, probably in about 45 minutes, 40 minutes or so. We will be asking her some questions that you guys have sent in, either on her Facebook page or that you've texted in. So do feel free to get involved if you want to text us 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio, and that's how you get involved with us today, and we'll ask those later on.
Okay, so I'm just cutting 3 pieces off, okay? So again, that little section is only going to be the section that we're going to be using.
Yeah.
So I often, as I said, I'll often go and trial and error it, but if you want to be specific and precise, you can get a little piece of wire, or a piece of string, and you can just pop it around your ring mandrel, around the size, and think, right, okay, that's going to be the length, and then you can compare that to your woven section. If you don't want to keep testing it around the mandrel, is it going to fit? Have I woven enough? If you want to be specific and do that, just get a piece of string or wire, as I said, cut it and then measure it. Okay. Right. So taking my 0.25 wire, and again, this is one, as I said, I'm going to be working from the outside of the wire, moving the weave into the centre. Okay, so this one, tension is really, really important on this one. I used to teach this one in my intermediate wirework course, and the amount of times that we'd get the wire stuck and I'd have to go in and get with the tug of war to get the middle wire out, because you just get your tension wrong. It will get stuck. Okay, so
I found that with crocheting recently, my tension was all wrong. But it is something you just learn over time.
Have you gone any further with your project?
No, I haven't yet.
So I'm going to wait a while for my cardigan then?
Yeah. I know I was thinking of a Christmas present crochet cardigan, but I didn't state which year.
No,
it would be a Christmas present.
Very true.
It could take some time.
Yeah. Right. So again, you know, new rule of wire, just open that up. And then, you know, another little thing, a lot of people find that because the wires are twisted together, they end up untwisting the wrong one.
I get you.
So that the inner one then comes loose and it all goes a bit mad. So just make sure before you let them go, you establish which one's which.
Okay, good tip.
And then we'll pop that
Because
back.
one will obviously be from kind of the inside.
Inside, yeah, and then the other one's the outside, so it does cause a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take my wire, I'm going to attach 3 times. Okay, little tiny coil.
Yeah.
Take my second wire. So if I label them 1, 2, 3, because there's going to be 3 of these. So I'm just holding it by that little tail here. What I'm going to do, is go over both of these wires. I'm just going to go 3 times. It doesn't matter if you want to go 3, 4, 2, it's not irrelevant, but I like to go 3 times.
Okay.
Okay, and so the wire is facing away from me, okay? Pop my 3rd wire on, and again I do exactly the same. I kick out the ends of the wire so that I can tell which wires are which, and also when I need to these wires, I've got like a bit of a gap that I can go through them with, okay? So now the wire's at the back, I'm going to bring it up and over, top 2 wires, 2, 3. Now, if I show it like this, at the moment you can't see it too clearly, but there's 2 wraps, you can just about see the edges.
Yeah.
So when I bring this over, it's going to create the 3rd wrap, okay? What I want to do is go between 1 and 2. So if I angle it like that, you should be able to, need to do it a bit. I can show it on this one.
Okay.
All right, so the wire's facing over like this, and then you've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, got you.
Okay, so that wire's going to come over and it's going to go between 1 and 2, and it's going to go behind again, so it's now behind the piece, okay? And then I'm just going to bring it around, down to the bottom and wrap around 1 and 2 3 times. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it up over the top and wrap the top 2 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to bring it around the bottom and wrap the bottom 2. 1. Can you see that okay? So it's just going in 2s, all right?
Yeah.
So all you're doing is wrapping the top 2, then the bottom 2, top 2, bottom 2, and just doing it in 3 times every time.
Got you.
Okay?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yep.
So you've got it central. Pop it on the mandrel and establish the size that you want.
Okay.
Okay, and again, this is the one you're actually going to go for the size that you want.
Just need to let you know very quickly that there are 22 kits left and 27 in baskets, and also I have got some clearance wire coming up for you in a bit too.
Okay, so what I've done is I've popped it on the ring mandrel, so I haven't woven all the shank, but you would imagine it was all woven.
Yes, you imagine.
Okay, so now I've got my wire in the sets of the 3 again, and it's one on top of the other. Okay, so this is how we create that adjustable ring, because that's what we're just going to use these wires now, and that's what gives you the adjustability.
Fab.
As such. Okay, so then what we're going to do is just opening it up a little bit. So you've got your wire here, which again would still be on the reel from where you've been doing that weave, and then just opening up these 3 wires here a little bit.
Yeah.
You just go from doing that 2 and 2 weave to just going around 1 wire 3 times, bringing it into the middle, and I wrap around the middle wire once, and then wrapping around the top wire 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then bring it back down around that middle one once, and then back to the bottom one and wrap that bottom one 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you can see all I'm doing is just pulling that wire, and it's just naturally sort of stopping
itself.
Back around this middle one all the way around, so that it's back ready to go around this one. 1, 2, 3. Back, catch this one here, back through the middle so that it can catch this one 3 times. So what you want to do is build a little bit of a weave up. So you notice that the wires are going out, it's sort of opening out.
Yeah, got you.
Okay. So I'm just going to trim this wire. Sorry, I've got a little tiny, this is one thing that will happen with this wire. You'll get these little tiny sort of kinks where it catches around itself. Just gently undo them, okay, and straighten it out. If you've got wire straighteners or nylon jaws, if you got on them earlier, then, you know, just run them over them and get that wire nice and straight. When you're using with the finer gemstones, especially the seed beads, you know, any little hiccup like that is going to stop that bead going on.
Yeah.
And also, this is a fragile wire, and if you don't correct it, what will happen is the wire will snap.
Yeah,
okay?
that's your 025 we're talking about.
So I've just added on one of the little blue apatites, and I'm just going to catch that so it sits in the middle, just here, and you can adjust your wires a little bit. And again, pick up that weave then, and carry it on. 2, 3, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of plain weaving. Again, this is a bit of just whatever you feel like doing, really. When you want to add the bead, add the bead. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back around that middle one, catch that, and now I'll add another bead. And you just do this with a couple of them, so you get that little woven section. Okay. Pop that one on there, and then again, 1, 2, 3. And this is very similar to how I did the band of the ring that you're wearing.
Oh, yeah.
With the seed beads.
I haven't even shown that yet, but this is one of my favourite things about this ring. It's gorgeous already, isn't it? It's beautiful as it is. But then, as I spin this...
Which anybody who knows me and seed beads are not the best of friends. But I also know that seed beads do have a beautiful place in jewellery. And so I think that for me, that you could just do a plain ring just like that. It's just so cute.
So beautiful.
But because they're so small, they sit within, so you don't feel them.
You can't. Which is why I forgot to mention they were there. You can't feel them or anything at all. It's so beautiful.
And that was done exactly the same way, but just with the 2 wires.
Yeah.
And just adding a bead and then doing a couple of plain to go in between them, then adding another bead, a couple of plain. So, yep, and you're just going to keep doing this. I'll just add a couple more beads. So I'll just bring that wire back around again. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3, and again you can add as many beads as you want. So probably add another one quickly, and then obviously what I wanted to do was get rid of these end wires, but nicely. Got you. So I wanted to sort of make them look nice, but I've still got 6 ends of wires to get rid of.
Yeah.
You know, and do spirals, and they look lovely, which is what I've done with that sort of peacock style ring.
Yeah.
And I've just spiraled them.
That's beautiful.
And just pop the stones into those, just sewn them in.
Yeah.
You know, that's how to get rid of all the 6 wires. But when you've got something like this, it's not always that easy. So I'll just finish that off. Now, when you're finishing your wire off, just wrap it a couple of times around one of the wires and then just cut it. And just get your pliers, your chain nose pliers, and just give it a little bit of a crimp down, just to make sure that you get rid of that edge. So you don't want any sharp edges on these. And again, same rule as most, make sure that you do it at the front of the piece. Okay, so now I'm just going to, I need to get rid of these. So what I'm going to do is just sort of play about and see how they work. So I'm just going to just pull in the bottom one and just bringing it up to wrap around like that. So straight away, it's giving like a closure to the ring. It's making it look finished.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so just doing that. And you can move these out of the way. You can straighten this back out if you want. You don't have to do this twisted. You can do that last. Especially if you've measured your ring and you know that that woven section's right.
Yeah.
You can work on this as one flat piece.
Got you.
Which is going to make it really easy for you.
That's good.
Final bit, you just pop it on the ring manual and form it. So I've got my wire just here. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring it around and wrap it just once, because I've still got 6 other pieces to get rid of.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I don't really want to sort of bulk this up too much with the wire.
No.
Okay, and then again, right at that edge.
Just give it a snip.
Just give it a little bit of a snip to the front, as close as you can get. Okay, and then again, just take your pliers and just give it a little bit of a crunch. Make sure there's no edges. If there's still an edge, which there is there, if you have got sort of flush cutters and you can get in close, get in a little bit closer and just get rid of that little edge, because you don't want any. So see, then I could still get rid of a tiny little bit more.
I see, yeah.
And that's a lot flusher now.
That
okay?
is, yeah, you see that.
So even if
smooth.
you do cut it and you think, oh, try and get in and just get that last little edge, all right?
Yeah.
So then now we've still got these pieces here, and it's pretty much the same. You're just going to sort of, you want to go in a direction that it works. So if I show you the back of the piece, you can see the back there, yeah? So what I'm going to do is go in a direction that's going to work, and form in that kind of direction. So you're closing that woven section bit off. Just push that little bit of wire there. And then again, you're just going, see how that's now a smoother finish, whereas if I was to do it in the opposite direction, it would have pulled the weave out.
Yeah.
And again, if I just turn it over, place them here, so you see you've got that kind of effect now. And exactly the same, just bring that wire around, bring that wire around, and just try and finish it in a nice place, really, and finish it as neatly as you can.
Got ya.
Okay, and
I have 12 of this kit left, and there are 28 in baskets now. That's just gone down. Well done, that's Sharon checking out, that is. Well done, Sharon. 27 in baskets now, 11 left. Those are all the gems, and you've got 35 metres worth of wire, don't forget. Brand new strands in there as well. So just check out, because people will miss out.
okay, so you can see there, so I mean, take a bit more time, make sure you finish all those edges, because I've got a bit there that I would take a bit of time and make sure that that's gone. A little trick, what you can do, and I would only recommend this if you've got flush cutters, just because the type of cut is different. When you have the side cutters, they kind of form a pinch, but these won't, and that's the only reason I say that. But what you can do is, if you've got a situation there where it's not really going to blend, turn the piece around so you've got the back of the design, and just take your pliers and at an angle, so if you can see I've got it sort of going like that. Sorry if that pinged at anyone. And then you can cut that to the back, and then again crimp it, but because you've cut it with the flush angle, that's going to be sloped like that. So the edge is going to be flush against
the piece.
So there won't be any sharp edges, and then again you can just make sure you really sort of flatten it and trim it to make sure that there isn't a sharp edge, but you can really sort of work on doing that if you need to, okay? And then with the other end, I've lost my ring mandrel, which is really cool. Thank you. Would never have seen that. So you just form that around, and then you would just pop that around here. So I've got my other wires here that I need to get rid of, and then I say get rid of, that sounds horrible. Just again open them up, pop on the agate, which go on the 1mm wire, lovely.
Those are the brand new agate, they go on the 1mm wire. That rarely happens, especially as they're 6mm.
Yeah.
Blimey.
So you can, and they've got lots of movement. So bear in mind this would have been woven, so they would sort of stop her against the weave.
Yeah, I see.
And then again, just with your hands, I'm just holding it, I'm just going to sort of frame it with the wire. Frame it around, just like that. And so that's framed around, and then I would cut, so if I just show you, you can see it just there. Again, try and get that angle, and just push that edge in. And if you take the time to do this properly, you will there won't be any edges that are likely to get caught. So that would just go in there.
Yeah.
And then you would just add your second and your third, and you would just repeat. Just like that. And then
loads of texts coming in, and we'll be answering those texts really shortly. So do stay where you are.
And again, you just repeat that same thing with each of the 3 wires. So you just pop your stone on, wrap that wire around, and then just cut it and keep it nice and close to the piece.
Okay.
All right, and so that you won't have any sharp edges.
Yeah, I see.
And then again with the 3rd one. And that's pretty much all that you would do.
Lush.
Okay.
How gorgeous is that? I'm going to be making that tonight.
I want to see.
Yeah, I will. I'll send you a picture, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to be making that tonight.
Yeah, and it's just, again, you can put your own spin on it, you can do whatever you want, but it's just about, you know, experimenting, having a bit of fun with it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful design that works exceptionally well with the gemstones in this kit.
Yeah.
The colour palette is there for you, for all of the gems, because your pieces they're a collection.
Yeah.
They really, truly are a collection of pieces, aren't they? These are all the gems, don't forget you're getting, I've got 6 left and I've got about 30 in baskets now, so do check out, ladies and gents, because they are going fast. They are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Really wonderful.
They are, and like I say, they're a joy to work with as well. You know, there is a lot of scope for what you can do. Obviously, the theme for us was to do cocktail rings, but you could do bracelets, bangles with them. You could do pendants, statement bib necklaces, loads.
You could do bangles with this design.
Yeah, you totally could.
Just make it bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just wrap it around your ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Obviously.
So we've had loads of messages in.
Okay.
Some of these we won't be able to read because they'll have been taken from your guest designer page.
Okay.
But if you've texted them in or messaged them in, we will be able to show you them. So let's have a look. We've had some messages in for spellbinding, and for me, some maybe. This one's mine. Would you please show the back of the hero necklace, please? The bit that I never wanted anyone to see. Go on, what are you going to say? Go on, try and make me feel better.
It's lovely.
It is, isn't it? Now, I'm just going to say this before I show you. It was suggested to me by someone that I maybe make the loop a perfect circle. I know, who wants a perfect circle, hey, when you can have a slight mishmash? Who? So I purposely did not make this perfect on the back because it was my way of proving that this wasn't made by a machine. It could have been, because look how professional that looks. Look how professional. It could be made by a machine. So I needed to prove that it wasn't by putting a little bit of a wonky clasp on. So it was a thought that was put in on purpose. It was an intentional clasp piece.
Yeah, but can I say, you did make that hook.
Yeah.
And that's a good hook, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you see, I can do neat.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do wonky.
You did.
I was inspired by a speech bubble I had recently.
And I think you were so focused on trying to talk me through how to actually make that piece. you weren't
And
quite
now, Laura,
concentrating on what you were doing.
So thank you very much for that. Ignore that bit. I've got some more text in. How much would you sell these rings for? And that's from Paula. Well, I presume it'll be different for each one.
Yeah, every ring's different. When you're pricing, it's always a tricky thing. You know, what you've got to consider is the time that it's taken you to do it and your materials. And obviously, if you've used silver-plated wire and you've used sort of not such high-end gemstones as such, you know, you can still reflect that. So, I mean, if it took me 5-10 minutes to make a ring, I would only probably charge about £6 or £7.
Yeah.
But if I've had to weave and make these adjustable rings, like that adjustable ring that I've just demoed, I would probably sell for about £12 to £15.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've done a lot of weaving on it, it's adjustable, and, you know, I think it's going to catch people's eyes.
Yeah.
You know, the swirly one that we both like on the other end, I would probably say, well, that one I'd probably sell for about £10 or £12.
Really?
Well, if you look at the back, I haven't woven the back.
Woven it. No, it's. Yeah.
So again, I have
less time.
It's less time, but you still have that impact. So, but like the ring that you're wearing,
yeah.
I would probably have to charge more because, you know, it's filled up with amethyst. It's got these tiny seed beads all the way around, which is obviously time consuming to do that. And so that one, it would probably say about £15 to sort of £18, but it's reflective on your area, it's reflective of the type of venue you're at.
Of course, big issue there,
yeah,
big difference.
It is a big difference, you know, but I think it's nice to have a variety of price so that you could say, look, do you know what, that one's going to be £15 or this one's going to be £16, but it's filled up with amethyst, it's got detailing all the way around it. But this one over here, you know, this little wire sculpture ring, that one's £6. You know, and so you've got something that everybody could wear. The little peacock one, I would probably charge about £6 or £8 for that one because, again, it's very minimal work that's gone into it. But it's a, you know, a Secret Santa sort of price. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you can buy a nice gift, but it's not.
It's not OTT.
No. So yeah, I hope that helps.
So, I've got. Lots more questions in for you. However, I've got loads more. I've got loads more questions coming up for you. However, lovely ladies and gents, I'm going to give you the chance to get your hands on the wire.
The wire.
This is clearance. This is clearance. You're not going to believe the price. It's clearance. I've got 100. You're not going to believe the price. I've got over 100. Oh, that's better. I've got over 100. Do not you worry. Loads of these. Now, you know that this is 0.6 wire. So it's one of the structural wires in the sense of it's great for doing your findings. You can make rings with it as well, actually,
Yeah,
can't
you can. Yeah, you can. I made a ring in the first kit with the 0.6. Which one? This one.
Yes.
Did it, or was that 0.8? No, I did. But I did make one with 0.6 wire,
0.6, yes,
just because I wanted to prove that you can make the 0.6 into the wires. You do have to do it a little bit more because it's a little bit more malleable than the 0.8. But gizmo is ideal for gizmoing. There's tons you can do with the 0.6 rosemary links with the one-step looper.
What I will say is, if you got those nylon jaw pliers later, get yourself this, because even if it's just to experiment on how often you do scuff your wires, especially coloured wires, with things like your normal chain-nose or whatever, flat nose pliers.
That's what I did with the 0.6. I knew I did one with the 0.6. I was wearing it because I couldn't get the. They went on the 0.6, but they didn't go on a thicker gauge. So I used them to create a band, and because you've got the gemstone and the wire through, it's got more structure to it.
It does. It's got more strength.
I knew I did it. I was like, I know I did one.
So yeah, if you did get the nylon jaws earlier on, then buy this. Listen, ladies and gents. Thank you, Lorna, you little love. Lorna's just purchased this because she has seen the original price. She's gone, oh, all right then, that's the original price. Oh, Andrea Orna now has bought some as well. Well done. That's nice because it's you lot trusting me, because you're all seeing this price online or on the telephone. It's about to come on now. It should be. That's what you're all seeing, and you're all going, do you know what? Becky doesn't let us down. She doesn't go, oh, it's going to be an amazing price, and then, you only get a quid off. This is going to be a sellout. This is going to be gone in minutes. It's not $19.95. You're actually going to be blown away by this price, genuinely. It's £7.95.
My gosh.
For 100 metres worth of 0.6 wire.
That is insane. That is... I was thinking it was going to be like $12.95, maybe $9.95 at a complete push, but I didn't think $7.95.
No.
That is awesome.
Isn't it?
It really is awesome.
Oh, there you all are. Look at you all now coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you all are. Hi, everyone. The first 7 or 8 people who got this are my favourites. You're in my good books today. Just, I'm not going to bump it up if it's not amazing. That is amazing.
It is.
Don't have to say anything more about it. It's going to sell out. I've got over 100 though, I've been told, so there is loads of opportunities, so you may as well get yourself in for it. $7.95. Do you know what? Just treat yourself to a couple, I probably would.
Yeah, I would.
And what I will say is, important to point out, this is clearance, and we're doing clearance pre-Christmas, and we have not got planned yet in our minds to get 100 metres worth of the chartreuse back before Christmas. So if you think you want to do holly leaves for your pieces, if you think you want to do napkin holders for your Christmas table, if you want to make baubles in this colour, genuinely, now is the time to get it. I would honestly say, even if you haven't actually opened your basket yet, I've still got lovely gems coming up and things, but I would say this is your time to open up your basket right now, because genuinely, we have not got a plan to get the colour back in at any point before Christmas in 100 metres. So get it now. At that price,
Gotta be done. I mean, that is mad. And again, that colour of green is actually quite hard to come by as well. It's not a classic green. It's a really beautiful type of green. It goes with so many colours. It goes with the coppers. It goes with there isn't a colour it doesn't go with.
Yeah.
And it's just, you don't have to use loads of it. You can use it. I would use it for Viking knit, because the 0.6 is really nice to get that more substantial piece of jewellery. You've got macrame.
Oh, yeah.
Team it with the black leather, and you can make a really sort of cool macrame piece. There's tons you can do with it. I just think like you say, $7.95. You don't need to say anything else.
No, really don't. $7.95. It's going to sell out within minutes. I've got hundreds of them already gone, but I have over 100 left. So treat yourself. £7.95 for your chartreuse. How do you say that?
Chartreuse.
Oh, it's nice that. Yeah. Chartreuse coloured wire, 100 metres worth. We've had loads more messages in. Which one are we going to now? Hi ladies, Laura. I have bought 1mm wire today as a beginner. What other gauges do you suggest, please? And that's from Anita in Liverpool. Hello, lovely Anita. Good question.
It is.
You're up my way, Anita. How much I should check myself? But you're up my way.
I would say a 0.8 and I would say a 0.6 because what I would say the 0.6 for is the 0.6 is a really good, like you say, practice wire. When I do pieces like the wire sculpture pendant, I do them in 0.8 wire, but it can be quite tricky to do that, so I would use the 0.6 to practice and get used to that wiring and then progress to the thicker wire, if that makes sense. But you can make your own findings, you can make your own rings, you make so much with those two gauges. Yeah, I would choose those.
Yeah, you would. And you genuinely always say that as well. You always say that those are the best ones.
Yeah, if you're just starting out, 0.8 and 0.6. But for me, I would get a couple of, if there's any bundles coming up, you know, where there's a couple of 10 meters of each one, then I would just get all of them.
Loads to get through. Can I use 1mm and 0.6 wires for wire wrapping?
I wouldn't recommend it. You can.
So wait, is Lorna suggesting the
Like
1mm is
for
the base and
yeah.
your 0.6 is the weaver, do you think?
Yeah, you can, but there's a couple of things that you're going to hit as a hiccup. So the first one is that it's going to be a really hard one on your hands.
It's going to be really hard on your hands.
Every sort of movement, you've got to really make sure that it sits neatly, and it's not very forgiving because it's that thicker wire. What it will do is it will show if you haven't got those you know, wraps next to each other nicely. And to be honest with you, it's going to be a lot more hard work. You know, if there's an easier way of doing something, go with the easier way.
Do it.
So I would go with a 0.4 personally. That's just my preference.
Good one. We are talking about wire, and I have got a wire bundle for you here because this is about to sell out, so I have to move on, essentially. There's about 70 or something in baskets. I only have a small selection that I can see of people with it in their baskets in front of me, but there's so many of you. Just do check out because it's gonna basically. Bring you some more wire now. Hang on a second. Which one? This one, yeah, the coloured one. This is actually, Lorna fits in really well, and the lovely lady before fits in really well with what we were saying. Get yourself a bundle with different gauge wires.
Yeah.
And these are your weaving. Oh wait, hang on. Just do this one. Same. You can do the base wire and your weaving wire here.
Yeah.
So I have got for you your 0.6, this is the double twisted wire, so we can use that as our structure, can't we?
Yeah, because it's a double twisted, you can actually, whereas a 0.6 on its own is obviously a little bit sort of more malleable, not so structural as such, because it's twisted, you get that strength, that stronger piece, so you know you can make really cool rings.
Yeah.
You can make adjustable rings with a couple of those because it's that bit stronger, and it gets that real, I love the mix of colours on it as well.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? The silver and gold there. We have got the 0.6 in just the gold, so this is your 0.6, and this technically is 0.6, but it's twisted, so it's two pieces of 0.6, which makes it kind of just over a 1.5 really, doesn't it? So it is super duper thick, great for you to work with. We've talked about your 0.6, lovely for your pieces like your rings and your findings, etc. And then I've got your weaving wire here, ladies and gents. This is 0.4 mil, 100 metres worth. So loads and loads of wire on there, isn't there?
I can't believe you've got 100 metres of 0.4 silver wire.
That is unheard of, isn't it?
One unheard of, and that is just like, that's like the diamonds when it comes to wire.
I know. It's absolutely astonishing that we've managed to get it in. I'm sorry, I'm pulling that face because I've just heard the price. This might be one for you to ask your mum to get, and I mean that because I think you're going to be a bit shocked. I've only got 72. This is gold dust.
Wow.
That should be price.
Oh. Yeah, so Mum, please. I want to see.
That's amazing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd pay, you couldn't get that for that.
No, you can't. That's insane.
You couldn't get just that.
No. And they get that lovely twisted wire as well. And those 2 gauges. That's just insane. I'm looking. That's like I'm spying.
She's literally just staring for a mum's name now. Like, come on, mum, this is not a drill.
But
come on.
But there's so many coming up, I can't. It's like, oh, yeah. I'm just going to put my trust in you.
Oh, that is harsh, isn't it? I'm going to put my trust in you. Don't let me down.
Don't let me down.
Janet and Amy's, keep your eyes open,
Janet,
Eleanor.
telephone, it'll be.
Telephone bidder, it'll be. Janet.
City of Bristol.
Just to let you know, I'm low in stock now, though. Funnily enough, how weird would that be? Janet's on the phone. Wait, Janet's on the phone, but there's only 9 left. This is nail-biting stuff.
Still looking at the screen.
Come on, Janet. Janet is on the phone. My producer can see her in the queue. Her name has come up. Come on, Janet. 8 left. This is going down. This is going down. Oh, people are probably sat there like, oh, I don't want to check out my basket or else Laura's mum might miss out. Oh, Charlotte doesn't feel that way. She's just checked out. Oh, I see. We will get them. I'm sure we'll get them. £12.95. Do stay on the phone, Janet, and the rest of you. It will be a sellout, but people are checking out quite slowly. Sorry, so we will have some available. I hope single figures though. We have had more messages in for you. That is a sellout now, apparently. Wow. We're gonna put. I'm gonna have to put another one on now. Super quick. I'm gonna have to really quickly though. We know about wire now. We've talked about it. 0.4. It's a weave-in wire. It's in gold. Pink in the 1 mil. It's your structural wire and it's 10 meters. Antique bronze 0.4 weave-in wire. Antique bronze, gorgeous 10 meters again. I've then got your gizmo 2. Now the gizmo coil. This gizmo creates your coiled gizmo effects, and I will give you some examples of that, won't I, in a moment. You have got the gizmo coil that's super easy to use. You have got your slots here for your 2 mandrels, which is 2 different. All you do is you take the handle and you turn it, and it literally will coil the wire along here, and it will give you an effect a little bit like this. So this is the coil detail that we're talking about here. You can do nice and simple pieces like this, but you can do really intricate pieces as well. It's up to you. You can do clasps with it as well. You can have clasps, you can make, well, you can do what you like with it, can't you?
Do whatever you like. I mean,
you can do a bangle with it.
That's it in its simplest form, but you can
super simple.
You can do coiled gizmos as well, so it creates a really cool different look as well. Really cool. There's tons you can do with them.
Loads and loads. It comes with instructions, it's easy peasy, and the stuff on our website. Your price point today for 30 metres and your tool should be £16.30. Today though, we're taking it really, really low down. It's going to be under 15. You're not going to believe this. I have no words. £9.95. Congratulations, everyone. Right, we have had more messages in today. Let's have a look at some of them now. This is one off your Facebook page.
Okay.
From Maggie Mulligan. Hello, Maggie. You're right, lovely. And she's asking, you're right there, right? Sorry. It's all right. How do you keep your wire the same distance apart when you're weaving?
Okay, so a lot of that is down to the wire that you use as a base wire. This is what I was saying about, you know, getting your combinations correct. So if you're using a 0.4 and a 0.8, your wires are going to bend in a lot easier because the 0.8 isn't as strong. But if you use the 0.8 and a 0.25, there's less tension being pulled on the wire. It's not going to pull it in as much. It is a lot of the time it's to do with your tension. You know, if you notice when I'm doing it, I just pull it and then that keeps it. And I'll tend to pull it sort of up at an angle as well. If you pull it down, then that's going to make the wire bend. But again, it's that combination. So it's the 1 mil, I will always use in a 0.4. What I do, as I'm working on it, I tend to, if my wires are like this and they're sort of at a distance like this, I'll put my finger along and I'll just kind of gently slope the wires up.
Yeah.
Okay. Only very slightly, so that when you're working on it, you pull it and then you'll pull it gently in.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a section like I'll weave say to here, then I'll stop and I'll just check my wires and I'll just straighten them again, make sure they're going again, and keep going. So a lot of it is, you know, don't try and do the whole section at once. Do a little bit, stop, adjust your wires, get them, make sure that they're correct, readjust them, sort of run your fingers along, get them correct. But you'll see that they always sort of go up like that at the end, and that then allows that when you're weaving, if it does pull in a little bit, you've sort of sloped them up a little bit. Does that make sense?
I know exactly what you mean.
So when it pulls in, it's going to bring it to the width that you want it to be.
I see.
But do a section and just do a little section, tweak it, a little section, tweak it, and that's really all it is. And again, the gauges of your wires are key as well.
Okay, so gauges,
So I
keep
hope
your
that
eye open
helps.
for that. Hope that helps you today. Thank you very much for that. We've had more messages. Should we squeeze one more in before? We'll squeeze one more in. Hold on, she's saying. Hold on, let me read it. This is about the basket weaving. Please, can you show how to do the basket weave? Oh, it's quite an intricate weave, isn't it?
It's tricky. There's so many different variations of the basket weave. A lot of people call different weaves different things. And if you mean the basket weave, I'm not sure if you mean the figure of 8 with the extra wrap.
Got you.
Which I can show super quick. And it is
go on.
I don't know if that is. I'm sorry
There's
if
lots
it's
of
not.
different names for basket weave, so we'll show you this one, and then if it's not right, just let us know.
Yeah,
we can
because
try
a lot of
and sort
people call weaves different kind of weaves.
different weave names.
So you know, you just have your wires, and again, it's just getting that sort of. So I'm just going to pop my weaving wire, anchor it. It'll be super quick. It's really easy. So you're just going to go 1, 2, and then I'm just going to bring the wire through the middle, over to the other side. I'm going to wrap it around once, then I bring it back over, but I'm going through the middle. So I am technically wrapping it twice, but if you think, oh, I'm going to wrap it twice, you'll go 1, and then you'll go 2, and you'll find the wire on the wrong side. If you just think going around once and then through the middle, over to the other side, round once, bring it over through the middle, over to this side, and that is all you do. And it's just bringing it around and then around again into the middle, and that is all it is. Round once, bring it through the middle, over to the other side, and you can see I'm using a 0.25 and a 1mm wire, and you can see how the distance is staying the same.
Yes, I can see
because
that.
I'm using the correct
because you're using the right gauges. Yeah.
So I'm sorry if that's not the right weave, but you know, contact me if it's you know, on Facebook.
Let us know. Pete, come here, please. Because I couldn't think of a better way for you guys at home to stay tuned till after the break. Come here.
Hello.
That is so awkward. We have got two impressions for you today. Pete, I'd like to hear one now.
Okay.
So that you give them a little teaser for one to come up.
Okay.
Let's see if you can work out in the break who this is.
Well, I'm already kind of doing it. I hate to put things so bluntly, but I'm in love. I'm in love. And yeah. If you know who that is, we've got a big road.
No, don't give clues! That was clue enough! Do you know who it is? Well, if you don't, you're going to have to stay tuned. I will see you for more Zodiac and another Pete impression after this.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the watch live you like. Just simply click on the buy now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
And tweezers, you've got everything you need for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
join guest designer Mark as he shares his passion for beautiful jewellery making with genuine gemstone chips and nuggets. You will learn various techniques including colour grading, how to triple plait, create stunning memory wire bracelets and earrings, as well as how to incorporate macrame into your designs. The full course includes a selection of gemstones, memory wire, threading materials and findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and gemstone museum, and a chance to visit our shop. And all for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Thread a bead of your choice onto a head pin. Taking your round nose pliers, take a firm grip at the top of the head pin, roll the head pin towards you and continue this motion until you reach the top of your bead.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Designer Inspiration. Did you guess who it was? My producer just went, no! Come on brother Pete, tell us who it was. Shout over, just shout it. Say it again.
It was Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant, yay!
Yay!
Obviously,
that was so obvious.
I could tell that you knew.
I knew.
I could tell it was that face, that faux confusion
It
face.
was that, I knew, I just didn't want people to know that I knew.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, didn't want to spoil the surprise.
No.
I have got another one of those impressions going up for you in a bit. And we are going to continue with some of our Zodiac gemstones for you now. If you've just tuned in, we have been doing the Zodiac gemstones today. Though even if you're not into things like horoscopes, essentially, whatever zodiac sign you're born in has a gemstone attached to it, just like whatever month you're born in has a birthstone attached to it. So it is the same thing in a way, but they are different and they are for the zodiac signs. So we're going to carry this on now. I can't remember where we're up to. We're on to Cancer now.
Yay!
Lovely, yours.
I don't know what mine is.
Really?
No.
Would you describe yourself as a Cancer?
Well, I've had this conversation with Natalia because Natalia's like really into her whole signs of the zodiacs and things, and apparently Cancers and Geminis shouldn't get on, and there's a massive hiccup with that because she's a Gemini, my daughter's a Gemini, and so's my husband. So, but apparently because I'm on the 23rd of June, I'm right on the cusp, is it, of being a Gemini and a Cancer. So that's why I can get on with Geminis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm so close to the Gemini sign, because I'm right at the beginning of the Cancer sign, I can get on with them, which is just as well, like I said.
I love that you know that, and I love that you've had that discussion.
I've had to, because Natalia said we shouldn't be friends, which I thought was a bit harsh, but then she said, actually, we're friends because you're so close. But like I said, I'm married to a Gemini, and my daughter's a Gemini.
Blimey!
Kayla's got the same birthday as Natalia.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, Kayla's Laura's daughter, if you don't know.
Yeah,
so, anyway, yours, I think you'll be... What's your gemstone? What's your birthstone?
I'm Pearl Moonstone, or A.
Yeah.
Alexandrite?
Yeah. So, you are quite lucky then, because, for example, my lovely Helena, she was born in February, but she's an Aquarius, which means that her zodiac gemstone and her birthstone are the same. It's amethyst.
Right.
So you're quite lucky. It's like me, mine's different as well. You're lucky because yours is different and yours is a goodie.
Oh,
I think.
Is it?
I think so.
What is it?
It's a bit special. It's a bit precious. It's ruby.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because that's normally the July birthstone, isn't it?
Yeah, but for the zodiac sign, don't forget this is defined by the Romans, whereas the birthstones weren't even.
That's really cool.
Very different to that time.
Ooh.
You like that?
See, I could team Ruby with Moonstone and have a really cool zodiac
Zodiac birthstone
kind of
love that.
Yeah.
Love that
I love
idea.
that. I'm going to do it.
Good. Oh, look how chuffed she is. Oh, it's nice that, isn't it? This is your Cancer sign, and this is the sign of Ruby. And look at how fabulous this is. Don't forget, we've got our Zodiac tally going at the moment. So any price slashes or the money that we have taken off, which we won't do with everything, of course, but if we have been making a tally of that number, and so far, if you would have bought all of the Zodiac gemstones so far, you've saved just over £24. Bargain. You have got your ruby here, and it's 15 carats worth. Let me just show you the quality. I'm going to pop this down. Look at the quality of that. You can see the clarity of this, can't you? Look at that. Don't forget, you obviously won't have to have a torch carried around with you to see that. It's just because the light in here is so one directional, there's no lights behind me apart from the screen, that I need to show it you like this because it gives you more of an effect of what you would expect to see when you get it home. Now, gorgeous, gorgeous quality, high end to the extreme. It's archetypal. If you closed your eyes now and imagined ruby red, this is what you would imagine, isn't it? You'd imagine this colour. It's stunning. Your price point today, 50 carats worth of genuine ruby, is just £34.95. The quality is exceptional, and at that price point you don't want to miss out, really, do you? Because look at the quality. So yeah, Cancer, it's yours. Ruby, that's a cool one to have, isn't it?
Cool. I think this is really cool because I think it gives people who are sometimes defined by their birthstone a different option to have a different stone that might not be associated with their birthstone.
You're so right. Because, for example, I am born in February, like Helena, but I'm a Pisces. So I have my February birthstone is my amethyst, which thankfully I do really like. But because I'm Pisces, I also have the aquamarine, and I love aquamarine.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool because it gives.
It's nice to have the option.
Yeah, it gives like Geminis a chance to be pearls.
Yeah.
As opposed to always being, oh, June babies are pearls.
Yes, exactly. I like 95. Congratulations to you all getting that. Where did you say, Sweet Pea? Look at the brightness. Oh. So, Zodiac sign we are on now. You're absolutely beautiful, Leo. Rawr. All of you Leos out there, this is your Zodiac gemstone. Isn't that beautiful? Now, the interesting thing, I think, again, about the crossover between history of a gem and the sort of history behind the zodiacal signs is that this gemstone, peridot, which is of course for the Leo, used to be known as a gemstone that would help you focus. It would, in a way, back in the day, they used to believe it would actually make you more aware of your surroundings, more aware of your area, more focused on your end goals, which I think is quite funny because when you do read kind of about the beliefs behind the Leo sign, it says that Leos are very focused and that they are very savvy. So there's a crossover there between the history and myth and lore behind the gemstone and the history, myth and lore between the zodiac sign that it's attached to. I think that's really interesting. 45 carats worth we've got here, and just look at the quality for me. Let's be honest, that is stunning, isn't it? The quality of this is exceptional. It's high shine, beautiful, brilliant. It is a rich green. It is the summit point of the peridot tone that we're working with here, but look at how many you get. They're bright, aren't they? Someone's messaging saying, what happened to Virgo? Virgo's on its way, don't worry, Virgo's coming. This is so bright, beautiful 45 carats worth that we have here of your peridot, and it's 5x4 to 8x5. There's so many on here. There are a few spaces, but purely because if there weren't those little spaces in between, these would be too clustered up and you'd actually be likely to scratch them. So that's why there's only a few spaces on this. It's not in between every single one. Can I just say to you, I know that you're going to be shocked at the price of this. I know that because of the amount of people who have seen this on the website. Your price has just come in on the web and you've gone, what? And you've already purchased it. I'm blown away by the price of this for the quality as well. Your price today is just £15.95 for you for 45 carats worth of genuine peridot. There's more people coming in even now. What do you think of that price for this quality? Because you see peridot now and again, but for faceted peridot of this size, this nature and this quality, what do you think of the price?
Like you say, to get that good quality of peridot, you don't get it in a sizable stone, do you? So if you ever get peridot gemstone chips that are clear, they're always really tiny. You never get them that sort of large. So to get that sort of amount of gemstone for that price of that quality is a really, really good deal.
It is, isn't it? It really, truly is. You're going to get a lot of love out of this strand. Boy, oh boy, there's loads of you getting this. Hello, everyone. Do check out your baskets if you want it. It is a gorgeous strand for you Leos and for the rest of you as well. At just £15.95. Now, this is Virgo. This is the one for you. Virgos, you guys are lucky as well. Another one of the big four. Sapphire. Have a look. What are the dates of Virgo again? I can never remember Virgo. We'll find out for you. I think everyone knows their zodiac sign though, don't they?
Yeah.
I've known from a very, very young age, even if you don't believe in it, I think we all know it, don't we?
Yeah, and I was talking to my daughter about it and she was really fascinated. She's 6 years old and she was really fascinated and she's like, so what are you again?
Yeah.
What am I? What's Daddy?
Isn't it? Yeah.
She really found it interesting because it's something with a bit like history and a bit of meaning behind it.
Exactly. Virgo, the dates are, what did you say, sorry? 22nd of August to the 23rd of September. So if you're in between that bracket, you're Virgo and you're a lucky person because you get one of the big four as your zodiac gem. Sapphire. And the quality of this sapphire is astonishing. 10 carats worth of gorgeous yellow sapphire, and it is sensational quality, isn't it? Look at how bedazzling this. Now, we don't get this very often, do we? But what we're getting here is a glow from the sapphire. Can you see that? We are getting a glow inside the gemstone. That's the quality. That is the quality of this. I want everyone to cast their minds back, please, to before maybe you found us, or perhaps before you knew that much about gemstones, or maybe knew where to buy gemstones. How much would you think, back in the day before you knew about us, 10 carats worth of sapphire would cost you? I'm always honest with you. I'm going to be honest with this. If someone had said to me years ago when I was a bit younger, even when I was at uni, someone said to me, if you were to buy a 10 carat sapphire ring, how much would that be? I would think thousands of pounds. I would, because first of all, you don't really get 10 carats worth of sapphire in a ring generally, do you? You might get 1.5, maybe 2 at a push, mightn't you? And they're thousands of pounds when you buy them. For 10 carats, which I would have thought tens of thousands of pounds. It's sapphire, it's a big four. You look at it, you see the sparkle, you see the quality, you see that brightness of colour and fire and delight. You think big bucks. You do not think this price. $29.95. You don't expect that. Nobody expects the price that's actually going to come in. This is just because it's Helena's last show and she's just going crazy. She wants to add a tally up. She wants to keep that tally going. £33 saving so far if you've bought all of the zodiac signs. That's how much we're saving so far with the discounts we've done. We've just taken £9 off this for you. Sapphire for £20.95. What do you think of that? Before.
No,
Enjoy it whilst you can, it's going to zoom.
It's amazing, isn't it? And again, it's one of those that just to have it in your stash, and I know that sounds a bit wrong, but you know, someone will say, oh, I don't suppose you've got sapphire, have you? Or you can say, actually, I do. Let me show you and let me talk to you about it. Look at this, isn't it? And you can, you know, you can explain it. You can say, this is a beautiful yellow sapphire. It's, you know, it's just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I do want to point out, with certain strands, I think it's imperative. Just because we're price slashing this does not mean that if you're selling your pieces on, you should actually take that into account in your pricings. If you're doing it for friends, if you're doing mates rates or whatever, and you're selling them to friends or family of whatever reason, then okay, yeah, fine, you know, do discount it for them, you know. But what I will say is, when you're pricing these and when you're working out the cost of your makes, pretend that they were the original price, because just because we're giving you the discount, that's what makes it worth it for you, isn't it? That's what makes you go, wait, they've just saved me £9, so already I've made £9 profit in my mind, because I'm going to be selling it at that original price. So make sure you do that. Congratulations everyone getting this. Lots of you, £10 off. £10. Genuine sapphire, it's rude not to, isn't it? £20.95 for you now. Oh my gosh, I could cry at how gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness. Genuinely, how many of the... I'm sorry. How many? 12. Oh. Do I have to show this? Whatever. Oh my life. Look at that. Oh, right, I need to get it out. This is your gem collector. Oh, do you know what? I feel like making zero effort on this whatsoever, so that there's one left for me. That's so fun, isn't it? I was literally just about to go, yeah, it comes with your authenticity. There we go, yeah, move on. It does, though. It is your gem collector range. It's astonishing. I need to get this out. Please don't forget for me either. Oh, Spellbind, come over here. Let me share this with the people that I care about. Where's my little grabber? Pete, where's the grabber? Brother Pete, where is it? Don't do that, Brother Pete. Don't point at my desk like they're on there when they're not. I saw you. Oh, you went right under there. No, they're not. Come in, Spellby.
Oh my gosh, wow.
What do you think of that?
That's amazing. That is gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow. Yeah.
Do you want to come and see it? Yeah, come on.
Go and see it.
Come out and see it. Guess what? This is natural as well. I'm just reading the info. Oh, right, you guys at home want to see it. Oh, all right, fine. Fine. Can't believe this. Yeah, and my director's just gone, oh, look at that. No way, it gets better. There's so much. Okay, listen, honestly, Laura Binding, tell the truth. Are they seeing as much as you would do to the eye?
No.
Right, times that by 2 minimum in your mind. Because the quality is, okay, this is going to be a sellout. Your price point today, £17.95. That, for me, I would buy, do you know what I would do? I would actually buy this, take it to a silversmith and make them make a ring for me. And I would then keep that ring until I have a boyfriend, and then he decides to get married to me. And then I would say, don't you worry about going out and getting a ring, I've already got one prepared. We laugh, but that's actually true. That is what I would do. That is what I would do, because one left. Oh, whatever, £17.95, well done, everyone. Oh my God, I love it. It's a goner. Can you believe that? That's the best thing I have ever seen on this channel. That's it. That's amazing, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I can't get over that. I feel a little bit let down now that I've got to move on. But I do. Let's bring you your next one, shall we? Oh, lovely warming. It's your beautiful citrine. This is your Scorpio. Scorpio in the zodiac sign is meant to be a very misunderstood kind of. Well, you think, don't you? You think Scorpio, and now and again, you know, it's quite misunderstood. You think stinging their tail, don't you, and things like that. But actually, when you do look more into Scorpio, you will find that when you actually, it's October 24th, isn't it, that it starts, the Scorpio sign, you'll find that actually the Scorpion kind of zodiac sign has a lot in common with the beliefs of citrine, because they believe, citrine, it's a confident, it's a bold stone, and that's what they think of it's to be said of the Scorpio sign as well, and Scorpio people, as it were. Very confident people, very out there people, and let's face it, that's kind of what this strand's doing, isn't it? It's saying, look at me, focus on me, enjoy the colour, enjoy my facets, enjoy the brilliance that we are getting in here. Look at the life of that gemstone right there. Look at the life of that. That is so often, so unusual to see it this often in a strand. You might get it on 1 or 2, but look, you're getting that life of the gem in every single one. 75 carats worth. This quality is astonishing. Your price point today? Can you pay, genuinely, for the quality of this? Did my voice go a bit weird then? Be honest. Did it? Did I sound a bit odd? Oh, sorry. But genuinely, can you? Can you believe? Look at the quality of this. Wait, let's just have another look at this, because it's amazing. Wait, look. Look at the life. Look at the life. It's me who always says that, Director Ryan. Director Ryan just went, I don't know which presenter it is, but they're very wise. The presenter often says, we get used to the prices that we have here, do your research. It's me, I am your presenter, it's me. We didn't expect that price for this quality, and you didn't expect the price that it's actually going to be. I'm going to add to the tally right now. Anyone want genuine, amazing quality citrine for under £10? Everyone pays the same. Congratulations to you. £9.95 for this. That is amazing, isn't it?
That is.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. Oh, you're all coming in. It's super fast now, aren't you? Drips and drabs earlier. Now, £9.95. You're here. What do you think?
I think that's amazing. That's really lovely. And I love citrine. I love the fact that it's got that sort of honey glow to it.
Yeah.
I just think it's beautiful. And I know for me, I would keep it simple and classic, and I would just make a pair of earrings. And I in fact, I've got a pair of earrings very similar to that I wear quite often, just wrapped in copper, just to have the drops and just they really glow against the copper. And I'd use the lighter ones with silver. So I'd use the real sort of honey-coloured ones with the copper and then the lighter ones with the silver.
Oh, that is so good. That is such a good idea. Yeah. I cannot wait to see you make me that.
Really, amazing that.
Can I work out how much they are each-ish then? Because these are individual, for me, individual pendants. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got 18 on my strand. Obviously, you might have slightly more, you might have slightly less. But I've got 18. 55 pence. Look at that. That, genuinely, on a chain, let's oh, I don't know. Do you know what? Let's say it's 925 chain. Let's be crazy. Let's go mad. 925 chain. I'm going to use a length of it. I'm going to use £2 worth of my 925 chain. I'm then going to put a clasp on the back, which is a 925 £1 clasp. These are expensive clasps, by the way. I'm zooping these up because you know the prices we do sometimes. So I have just made myself a genuine, beautiful, high quality citrine 925 necklace. How much would I sell that for? 925 chain, 925 clasp with this stunning quality citrine.
I would say probably about £30.
£30, well that's funny because it's actually only costing me around £3.55 to make because this is 55p.
Yeah. See, I've made earrings before with a simple tiny bit of sterling silver wire, sterling silver hook, and sold just 2 of them for £10 on offer.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just 2 of them, or the smaller ones with a tiny bit of minimal materials, and you've still got so much more there.
Yeah. So essentially, you got the money back for 2 of these, so all of this here was pure profit for you because this whole strand's only £9.95. Names have gone off my screen. Congratulations, everyone. Multi-buyers left, right, and centre. It doesn't surprise me. £9.95 for you today. Add that to the tally. Our tally's going up. Oh, we've got another one of the. This is our last one. We're on Sagittarius now. It's November the 23rd to the 22nd of December. So, wait, are we in that time now? No, not yet. Where am I? Apparently I'm in November. I'm really excited for Christmas. We're in Citrine at the moment, aren't we? So if you are Sagittarius, then if you are Capricorn, this is gorgeous. Mystic Topaz. It is your gem collector range, again, like the Ethiopian, which sold out in a flash. This one will do the same, because it's got the same magical quality to it in a way. This is your gem collector selection. You get all your stats and facts, you get your authenticity certificate as well, you get all your info about the gem and your stickers worth, and you get the gem itself. Let me just get this out for you. You can, if you want to, make this into a piece. You can, if you want to, faux prong set. You can just have it in a collection. A lot of our collectors, because we did a couple of days ago on my shift side, we did a Start Your Gem Collector collection piece, and we had I think like 4 opportunities to get them. And people messaged us in afterwards and said, you know, I'm thinking of getting photo albums and just slotting these in individually for each one. Look at the quality. Just look at that. That is stunning, isn't it? Let's be honest. Isn't that amazing? Have a look, enjoy that. Isn't that astonishing? As we look through the table, if you don't know what the table is, I'll just try and catch it. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, nearly there. There's your table. So you see where the light is now, that's the table section, that shows you the shape. If you look through there, you've got this beautiful array of twinkle, sparkle, life and colour all the way around this. Oh, blimey, I'd better get your pricing because there's loads of people getting this. Okay, your price today, it's just £14.95 for this high-end quality. This is going down quick. What's my quantity? I've only got 27 now, that's gone quickly. I've got 27 of these, 27 opportunities, but that's what we started with, sorry. Because you know we never start with a mass quantity of these because we just cannot get them. They're so much of a summit quality that genuinely we cannot get them. And they have to go through Steve's very exacting rules and guidelines, Steve Bennett, CEO. He checks these, and if they don't check his tick list, then they do not go into the gem collector piece, into the gem collector family. So he has to A-OK these, so you know that the quality's there. It is absolutely stunning. It really, truly is. You can make your gems from it, of course. You can make your pieces from it. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, I just love it. Let me talk you through it. When you look through the table and you go down to the girds, that's the side section here. Can you see around the girdle area here? That is where all that colour and that light and that play is taking place. Oh, I just love it. It's going to settle out in moments. Do check out, lovely ladies and gents. Susan, have you got a collection? That's what I want to know. Because I swear whenever I bring these out, I see your name. And I remember your name because, not that I hold a grudge, however, you were one of those people who multi-bought on my opal, weren't you? You were. I remember the opal we had on moments ago. I remember you. You're getting your hands on this one as well by the looks of things. Do check out your basket though, chick. Loads of people collecting these. They are fab to have, even just as a talking point, but you can make things from them as well. They're fab. Anyone want an apps? That was the end of the zodiac sign. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? It's nice to mix it up a bit sometimes, isn't it? Isn't it? It's nice to learn things. So I have got for you now an absolute beautiful bargain bundle. And there's a lot of it. Take a look at these. At a glance, you'd think this was abalone, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? You really would. It's not. It's not. But it could be, couldn't it? It is your grey shell that we have here. That is a rubbish description, isn't it? It is rubbish, let's face it. But you could, you know, you'd be forgiven for thinking at a glance that this was abalone, wouldn't you? Abalone. Because could you see loads of blues and loads of yellows cascading over this? Oh, look at that one all patterned. Oh, look at that. Pink I just got then. I just got a pink. Gosh, they are gorgeous. Sorry, I could stare at them all day. Those are your flat drops, and they are 13 by 9. Just to let you know, if you've never bought from us before and you want to buy these today, you've never bought shell from us before, it's important to point out that unlike a lot of places, ours is double-sided. Some places aren't. Some places you get the nice shell on the front and then on the back it's just resin and it's black. Ours are double-sided. So there's one, and then there's your other side. So it means that if you wear these as earrings, you don't just have to get the sparkle at the front, you can get it at the front and the back. So you get them. You also get same shape, different colour with your purpley pink tone, again with that gorgeous sheen. Look at that. That'd be lovely with moonstone actually, wouldn't it? Really nice. 13 by 9 mil we have on these ones for you. Again, it's a beautiful colour palette and it's just powered by that sheen, isn't it really? I've then got your lavender quartzite coming in the 2 mil rounds. Did you get the 2 mil from the kit earlier? Oh, from the ring. If you didn't, but you thought, oh, I really want to do this, we pretty much sold out this kit, didn't we? But you maybe want a more power pop. These are the same gems, but mine is the lavender quartzite, and these ones are obviously your amethyst, so you get a bit of a bold colour. Fab, aren't they? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So 10 carats worth you've got of that. You've then, am I right in saying you've got moonstone in here? I didn't know if that was part of the bundle, but it is. Look, oh my goodness. Quality, quality, quality moonstone. Isn't that spectacular? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. What do you think of moonstone, it being your birthstone, etc.?
It's my favourite birthstone. Yeah, if I had to choose over pearl or moonstone, I'd go for moonstone, just because I like anything that's a little bit different. I like the shiller in it. I like the fact that it's got so much sort of colour play to it. So for me, I just think it's beautiful. And again, it's that neutral colour tone, so it would go with any gemstone.
Yeah,
because it's that because of the colourway.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's going to go with anything.
Yeah,
it's going to make everything pop, isn't it?
It is, and the colours that are within the stone will reflect with the other stones as well.
Yeah, you're completely right. It's beautiful. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, this is called. How wonderful is that? Good name, Helena. Lastly, but by no means leastly, I'm adding to this your purple agate. Hey, we don't see this often at all anymore. We used to. Let me just lay this down for you, because that all looks one colour to you, but it's not. Look at that. Can you see all the different banding, all the different lines, all the different areas of interest on here? Oh, look at the banding there. All of these are totally different colours, from kind of your deepest, darkest aubergine. Look at that lavendery one. Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Loads of these you've got. Some reds. You got popping through there, didn't you? All with different depths, remember, of kind of clarity. All with different depths of saturation as well. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. I love that strand. These are your faceted rice beads that we have here, and they are your purple agate, which is why you get that gorgeous banding. You've got areas running through the colour range, running through the textures as well in here, which I think works spectacularly well with the shell itself, because you've got that same sort of interest and undulation due to the shell and the effect it has. So you've got it in that beautiful purple, you've also got it in your kind of abalone tone. It's not, but it's your abalone-like tone. It's actually your grey it's described as. I've then got your lavender quartzite, 10 carats, and I've got your moonstone too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. 5 stunning strands. Should be priced. That's a really good price. That's a really good price. Hey, oh, it's all right. That's an amazing price. That's the price it's always been, like we've already expected it to be. £11.95 for you today. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy for all 5 strands. Helena, I forgot to ask you, What was our final total of said zodiac tally? So this was the tally that we set up at the beginning of the zodiac signs, and we did, whenever we took a price drop, we took the money from the price drop and we put it on a tally just to work out if you'd bought them all, or all the price dropped ones, how much money you would have saved. So, how much was it? £38 saving. Oh, that's good, isn't it? £38 saving. So congratulations if you did purchase them, because you've saved yourself £38. Loads of people coming in for this. In fact, so many that wonderful time of the day comes when I have to fill. And I'll be honest with you, because essentially when we get loads and loads and loads of people calling in and loads of people with it in their baskets, I can't just move on, because otherwise we'll start a new product and then more people will get involved and more people will get in the queue, so more people will get on the phone, so the queue will get bigger and everyone gets frustrated. So at times like this, when something is this popular, I have to fill, I have to store, which is why we ramble quite a bit. I don't have to though, because I'm lucky. In my team, I have someone who is so talented. No, not Mike, although pretty talented. I've got someone who's so talented that he fills for me. Come on in, brother.
Gosh, yeah. I'm so talented.
I'm all right, so I need to be arrogant. Let me move that in for you, babe, because you look awkward. Hi, brother Pete. How are you?
I'm good.
Loads of people coming in, look.
Yeah, I have to say that I planned to do someone, a big movie star, and then Helena at the last minute is like, do your Kermit impersonation. It's my last day. Do the Kermit
Really?
one.
Well, I think I want both.
Okay.
I want both, if that's all right. Okay.
I'm getting ordered now.
Oh, yeah, she's just saying, right, do Kermit first, though. Okay, it is my producer Helena's last day with us. She's moving to the late show. She's not going anywhere. She'll be back with us in a bit. Go, Pete! Go, Pete!
Go.
That's from Sue in London. Oh, look how happy you're making Sue.
Yeah.
Look at him. Gosh, we do look alike sometimes.
Yeah,
it does make me feel awkward.
Someone said to me the other day, isn't it nice that that your family can get you jobs, right? and I was like, that's not. It's not like that.
No way.
There's no like nepotism. It's fine.
Did you say to her, wait, we're not actually related?
Yeah, that's what he said. And then we had the same chat, which I have with everyone. No, we're not related.
We just say, people say that we look similar. Anyway, Pete, go on with it.
All right.
This one's for Helena, so say something.
Okay,
yeah, go on.
So it's the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me, all of us.
Laura is blown away by that. Aren't you?
That is amazing.
It's Kermit.
That is.
It's Kermit the Frog.
Never in doubt.
That is good, isn't it? And here's the last one, which we're all going to guess. So as soon as you guess it, you can feel free to message in if you want to. Here it is. Loads of you still coming in.
So
check out the baskets.
I have to gear up by doing this.
Oh, okay.
Because he does it in a film.
Okay, yeah. He's an air traffic warden, apparently. Yeah, go on, Brother Pete.
It is. All right, let's go. Now, somewhere in this building is the Declaration of Independence. I'm looking for it. I don't know where it is.
Right. Let's see if anyone can guess it. Text us in or message us in. That was really good though, Pete, I'm sure, because people are clapping. People in my ear are clapping. They say it is a very good impression. Pardon? Let's see. Nicolas Cage! Heidi's got it right! Heidi, well done! Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pete is in the gallery, huddled around the computer, seeing all of these texts going. I have never heard him go so crazy in my life. Yes, 3 texts, boom, out of the pot. Yeah, loads of people have got it. He is so chuffed. You have literally just made his week, just so you know. Ha 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 ha. Paint him green, and you would think he was the real Kermit. That's from Tink. Mm-hmm. Uncanny. Yeah. Thank you, Pete, you lovely, lovely gentleman. Loads of those gone, only a few left. Only a few left. Where are we going next, lovely lady? I can't believe how chuffed he was. He's literally like, yeah. Go on. Oh. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, this is gorgeous. Can you tell me the price point on this? Oh, I've got a double strand as well. Genuinely. How is that? Wait. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. Get yourself on the phone for this. If you have, let's say, £20 available to you now, get yourself on the phone line for this. Can I have the was price on, please? I've got 30. Oh, this is going to be a sellout in seconds. Your was price before you even see it. That's amazing, and that's the was price, so get prepared. You have got your beautiful blue magnesite. Already people are buying this. It will sell out if you want it, get in quick. These are your 6mm rounds, 90 carats. I'm going to go through this quick because I know it's going to go quick. You've got 8mm on the blue magnesite, which is 150 carats worth as well. Doesn't it have that turquoise-like feel, especially in these areas of matrix? And that's stunning. I've then got a double strand to add to this collection. Sorry. That's your double strand of your beautiful neon apatite, 220 carats worth. You've never seen neon apatite before. It is the most unique colour. Look at that. Isn't that unique? Isn't it? Unique, like cosmic, I love it. So that's your neon apatite, double strand there, so loads, 220 carats worth approximately. And then add in a beautiful serene blue. And this is your quartzite. And of this, you have got, of your quartz, the sky blue colouring. And it is 40 carats worth that we have on this 4mm strand. One thing that is important to point out, huge drill holes on that 4mm. And lastly, but by no means leastly whatsoever, hassle, 3mm all the way to a 5mm on the plain round, so really workable. Great for doing stacking pieces, great for doing sort of just triplet drops, great for doing really eye-catching, beautiful, bold pieces, but then you've got the clarity there, so it's going to pick up all the other colours. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different gemstones, but actually I've got 7 strands, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry, I've got 6 strands in total. If you imagine this to be a double, which it is, it's going to be a sellout. You knew it would. Your price today, everyone pays the same. It's just, well, I'm telling you now, it's £9.95. Can you believe that? I can't wait for the arrows. It's £9.95. Loads of you getting this. Congratulations. Thank you, people. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I know. 6 strands, genuine gemstones. How is that possible? It's nearly a sellout. £9.95 for you. Congratulations, multi-buyers on that as well. Your names have gone off my screen. I'm thinking of you all. Enjoy that, and it's one of the most popular colours as well, isn't it? All of that. Anybody fancy a little bit? That's nearly a goner. Have I got any left of that? No, it's a goner. That's a sellout. Sorry about that. Oh, excuse me. I have got some tiger's eye for you now, and I've got a beautiful range of it. I've got a range of colours, but I've also got a range of shapes and sizes too. Let's start off with the tiny, teeny tinies. Do you know what? I do love a small tiger's eye, I'll be honest. Which I suppose sounds weird when you think of it literally. But I love it because you still get so much chatoyancy. You really do. Can you see it? You get loads of it, even though they're so small. It's harder for you to see at home, but just trust me on this, you're still getting loads of it. Gorgeous caramels and, just chatoyancy burst. 2mm you've got on these. So, again, how about, I've got an idea. I'm going to create a ring like this. I'm going to work it with copper, and I'm going to put these in instead. What do you think of that, Laura? Binding. I'm going to swap these, make this copper. Awesome. Tiger's eye. Do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Get you.
I know, get me. That's my idea of the day. So you have got a massive amount of that. That's the red tiger's eye, of course. And then add in some more rounds, but in different colours. Greens. I love that even though this is green, and even though this has got that beautiful dying colour to it, it doesn't mean that you lose any of the chatoyancy. You don't. In some ways, actually, it could be even highlighted more in a sense because it's so different, it almost catches your eye more. Look at it. Can you see what I mean? you've got from the deep emerald, but then where the chatoyancy bursts come in, it's just such a juxtaposition. It's really eye-catching, isn't it? These ones that I have on my hand now are beautiful 4mm rounds. I'm then adding you 6mm as well in the green tiger's eye again. Oh, look at that. Gosh, that quality. 6mm on these ones. Again, really sizable drill holes. Really sizable drill holes on these. I would say you'd be able to get a 1mm through there. You've got 90 carats worth of that on there. Let me show you the length of these as well, because I've just noticed these seem a lot lengthier to me than usual. Really lengthy. So you've got those three, but then, so I've got my rounds sorted in my different sizes in the 2, the 4 and the 6mm, so that's already nailed, that's sorted. I'm now gonna add my drops. I'm gonna do, graduation. Have a look. You don't know the name. You don't know what that name means. It's a song, Ryan. It's a song, Ryan. Your tiger feet. I like that. I really love your tiger feet, and I really love your tiger's eye as well, especially in this drop form, which for me, that's me tying it back, which for me really does just finish off what I want for these rounds. Because I do like working with rounds, but for me, I do like to draw the eye in a direction. I personally, when I make jewellery, I quite like there to be a nice fluidity to it, a nice flow to it, and for me, that means I like to have different areas of interest, different drops, different loops, different things to look at and to be guided by, and that's what these do for me. That's what these add to this bundle that I need. This is your beautiful tiger's eye in the drops. Lots of you already got this, but more of you are going to when you see the price. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. £18.80. Price today, going under £15. Get it whilst you can. It's for you for just £13.95. 13 unlucky for some, not for you, and you've got that amount of a saving. What do you think of that price for all 4 strands of tiger's eye? Because let's face it, tiger's eye is, it's a mid-range gemstone, isn't it? Not your low-price gemstones generally.
No, and it's a really lovely, beautiful, unique gemstone, and I think it's quite unisex as well.
I know exactly what you mean. It is unisex.
Yeah.
Used to be worn by the Roman soldiers to give them strength and courage going into battle. And we only know that just because they've found lots and lots of their armoury just encrusted within this gemstone, within their armoury and their weaponry as well. £13.95. You don't need much courage to get it at that price, do you? Stunning price point. PMGC53 is your code. It's £13.95. Whoa, loads of treats for you today, isn't it? Loads and loads of treats. Now, I'm heading on over to you, lovely lady, if you don't mind.
You're coming over. Come on over.
Come with me. Come on now.
I haven't
lovely.
done tons because I've been a bit distracted.
What have you been distracted by? Oh, I love you've done zodiac signs.
Yeah, just had a little go. They are the simpler ones because I didn't have a lot of time, and I've just done the. I am not cheating in anyway. Virgo. So that's the Leo.
So this is your Leo sign. How gorgeous is that? And how have we done this?
It's just a piece of wire formed into the shape, and then just sewn in a little labradorite coin.
I don't know why I found that funny, but I did. You went, it's just a piece of wire? And I was like, I genuinely thought you were going to stop there. It's just a piece of wire.
Popped a little jump ring on and just attached it. And then on the other piece, it is the sign of Taurus.
That's a beautiful one, isn't it? Look how eye-catching that is.
I mean, if I was going to do this, I would use maybe a slightly thicker wire, like a 1.25 wire, to form these shapes, and then I would hammer them and texture them so that you can really play on the fact that it is just a bit of, I say just a bit of wire, but it's just a piece of wire that's been formed. But if you start hammering and texturing it, you can really make that sort of really stand out and be a feature. And then there's just a little Virgo.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. If you were going to add gems to this, would you? Or?
Yeah, I was just thinking of where I would put them. I haven't quite decided yet, but I've just done a little sign. It's just to show that you can do them. I'm just playing about with them, really.
How have you done this? How have you kept this so neat? Because when I try and do kind of the letter writing thing, the wire sits next to each other. It looks a bit mucky.
Yeah, it's just a matter of just kicking the wire. So when you bend the wire like this,
yeah.
So if I was bringing the wire down, this is straight down, and then I would so away from me. And again, this is where like the intricate tools do come in handy because it's very fine. And then it's just a matter of almost just crimping it, really squeezing that wire tight, and then that wire would sit like that.
Oh, I see.
And
so
then
it's
just re-straighten it.
So you're just making sure that it's a really neat tight bend.
And then you would just do the next stage, which would be to sort of form it over, and then you can straighten it out as you're doing it and form it properly. But yeah, it's pretty much that.
Oh, that's fab. Good tip.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, I mean, I've used 1mm wire. But like I said, if I wanted to do this, if I had the time to sit down and do them, really sort of thought about them, I would use a thicker gauge wire, really hammer it out, get that texture into the pieces, and then make that the real sort of feature of it.
And that is a nice gift, isn't it? It is a nice, thoughtful piece.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we think about personalising things, we think about writing whole names, don't we?
Yeah.
But actually, you can just do the logo for the zodiac, for their zodiac sign, and that's really personalised.
You could put the gemstone of the zodiac in it. So
hit the nail on the head there.
Did you think the same thing at the same time?
I did the same time.
You were like that.
Yes. It's so beautiful. Helena, my producer, has just realised that it's her last show. It's not. I will still see you every day. You're just working at slightly different time now. I will be back without Helena next time. I will be joined by lovely Liam.
Ooh.
Yeah. Switcheroo, little switcheroo. Can you tell us when you're back, please?
I've got a late show on Thursday and a designer inspiration on Friday.
This Friday coming?
Yeah, we're going to be doing feature pendants, so Wirework pendants.
Oh, how gorgeous.
Yes, it'll be fun.
What gems have you been given?
I don't know yet, because I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, right.
They're sat waiting for me to have a little look at.
Oh, they're waiting for you.
Waiting.
So that is on Friday. We will join you for that. Workshops coming up?
We've got a brand new workshop in November, 7th of November, which is a Friday, and it's wire weaving. So we are actually going to be spending a whole day on learning the weaves, learning about 6 or 8 different weaves, getting the tension correct, and really, you know, nailing that technique, really.
Absolutely.
So that's a new one, that's on the 7th.
Brand new one, so do have a look on our Jewellery Maker page, or alternatively give Wendy a call.
Yeah.
Either way, we have got spaces on it.
Yeah, there's
brand
a couple.
spanking new. So we will see you very, very soon. I will be back with you on Wednesday, and I am joined by the wonderful wire bender Sammy. And if you like shaped wire, you're going to want to tune in. Stay tuned, more prizes on The Late Show. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you soon.